we did a seance and we were like, the spirit of John Candy, if you're in this room.
Oh, that rocks.
Put forward an item that you can rent.
To hire. There's a zombie in the building.
Just that. Sorry.
No, that was it.
That first shot of the.
Yeah.
Nice. That's your second one.
Yeah.
Nah.
You're the only one that can look cool around here, Josh.
You touch each other in game, it's not.
You're not there just doing CPR. I'm back! Bring him back!
I'm so alive.
Run. Jump on top.
Help! Too bad.
Welcome to Back Pocket Live from the Loki Studios on this Thursday, the 26th of October.
Well done.
I got it. Starring, he spent 3 long days locked up in his room streaming Spidey, so he's really tired and he's all out of web fluid. It's Little Will, everyone. Punch?
Hang on.
Punch?
Punch?
He is Knuff.
I am Knuff.
And
It's
he's
a great
Knuff.
jumper. Oh,
It's
so
Little
good in
Will.
that.
So warm.
So good in that.
I don't want it to be warm. You gotta keep.
He's
Josh
just trying.
He's not.
I was so defeated.
He's not trying.
I'm trying.
You're Knuff.
Hey! Speaking
And
of
now-
streaming, this guy has a new hatred for his beloved pocket monsters and would be suspect number 1 if one turns up dead in the next game. It's Peter Burns. He'll kill a Pikachu. And she's been up all night toiling away in the mines, but hopefully her cousin Stella will give us a royal welcome. It's Stephanie Van Dixon.
That's why you asked for all the names of my cousins.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Okay.
And
You chose Stella.
I chose Stella. He made it big with songs like Crying, Pretty Woman, and as part of the super band, the Traveling Wilburys, it's Roy Josh Swift Orbison.
Yay.
And so is this Pockety. And it's...
Hang on, the
Me.
button's not working. The button's not working.
Oh, just
no.
because you're on yourself.
Oh,
The button.
how
It's
could-
me!
It's
Gus
me.
Ronald's here as well. Thank you for joining us on the show. Tonight on the show, we boo a big monkey, we gasp in wonder at some challenging times, and we finally return to the field in everyone's favorite fantasy league, Pocket League. Let's go! Boom. Welcome to the show, everyone. We made it just in time. It's another one of these weeks where we all just finally gotten here, and everything's running fine and smooth, and the show will be just as smooth. But how is everyone?
Poor Josh forgot his glasses, which is why he's wearing his sunglasses.
No, he's just cool.
He's just cool like
Just
that.
could be cool.
He's just cool like
He's a
that.
cool dude.
Yeah.
How is everyone?
Good.
Will, you warm yet?
I'm warm.
You're gonna toast up,
I
buddy?
am. This may be a single segment jumper.
Yeah. Maybe not even a whole segment.
Yeah, with this many cards that we can hide behind.
Yeah.
I want to see you wear it for the whole show, and then in next week's intro, you can do a side-by-side of your face at
Just
the start and
melting.
at the end, and just
Yeah.
see like
as
wet
you,
Will.
as you get wetter.
It's a cool look. Is it something you're wearing around the house, or is it a special item you bring out just for nice occasions?
Honestly, I'm surprised by how wearable it is.
Okay.
I actually don't think it's that bad. It's not too
yeah,
garish.
it's-
sorry,
It's
may
actually.
I?
You
totally.
You may.
This particular fabric has been in fashion for the past couple of seasons, and it's referred to as teddy fabric because it's like a teddy bear.
But
Oh,
you
I
do
see.
feel quite.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do feel like a teddy bear.
Thank you.
You pop the hood on.
Once. There you go.
Oh, cool.
Nice, Andy's gone.
I love the hood.
I have one too. Will
Yeah.
and I both bought that jumper the day it became available from the official Mattel store.
Yeah.
I think we both audibly gasped when Ryan Gosling appeared in that jumper in the film. We're like, it's
We
like
need it.
I enjoyed the rest of the film, but as soon as I saw that, I was like,
I need to wear that.
must
Do you know what's
have
especially
that.
good about it?
Yeah.
It doesn't have the effect, I think, of a lot of the clothing that you see very attractive movie stars wearing, which was when you see them wearing
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
you buy it and put it on yourself and
Yeah,
then look at
yeah.
you in the mirror and you're like, oh, I
Totally.
don't have pecs, giant shoulders, and glistening arms.
Yeah.
It's like, here, you just get to put on a big
Be comfy.
teddy jumper.
I did try and wear the black headband I had at home, and that was too far.
Sure.
That didn't work. That's
Do your
only.
parents just sometimes worry about, like, when you're getting around in a
Yeah.
neon
What are you
hoodie and
doing?
a headband, and they're like, what's our son up
If they're
to?
worrying in 2023, they've taken too long.
That's true.
I just like that color is back in style.
Yeah.
Because I
Says
feel like
the two over there wearing pretty
bad
much neutral
example
black.
today, but I feel like I typically wear a lot of color. But I also feel like
How was your stage play and backstage production
Lots.
this week?
just moving the sets around
Yeah.
very quietly. But I feel like I was talking the other day about how computers and PCs and stuff were very beige when they came out.
Yeah.
And Rudism was like, I'm preparing myself for that style comeback. And I was like, oh, that's true. It's totally going to come back in style.
I saw a TikTok of a PC build that's like an elite build on the inside, but they've put it in an old beige Windows PC that they take the cover off.
Like Compaq. Is that company still around?
Yeah.
COMPAQ.
Yeah.
But it covers all the gaudy RGB as well. It's wonderful. So maybe just through the cracks of it, you can just see this like disco going on inside your PC.
I'm all for that coming back so that it is then immediately followed by the transparent hard plastic
versions of those.
The original Macs. And the 64 stuff.
I watched a Digi essay on this, and there's a term for it. I've completely forgotten it. Chat might back me up. It's like that kind of era of design where it was like a lot of reflective spheres and sort of basic 3D shapes put together with like some word art. There's a word for it. It was like a small era of design. It just existed in a bubble and it went away, and people are like, is this coming back? And it's so rude or so gross that it shouldn't, but
Everything
it will.
comes back.
It must,
Everything comes back. It's
and
crazy.
it was iMac kind of era,
Except
that kind
my
of
dad.
thing.
The ugliest thing that you've ever like experienced through any fashion cycle will come back again, and people will think it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's crazy how
It'll
that
happen
happens.
before you know it, Steph. It'll happen before you turn 40.
It's already happened.
Hey,
It's already
rocking the tea.
It's happening
So
right
good.
now.
Is that a Dion?
That was Jazzles.
Jazzles.
This is I
There's
showed
too
this
many
off on
talented
the
people.
I showed this off on the pack show, but Jazzles.
That's a great T-shirt.
Put this together. Well, it's going to be a great podcast, Steph. Guest number 1.
You guys are running out of time. I'll tell you what. You're running out of time.
Fuck you. I got plenty of time.
That's what stresses me out about it. It feels like
It's like
it feels nihilistic.
you're admitting that you will be 40.
Yeah, but also it's just like you have limited time to achieve things. So like,
Let's get on with it.
Let's do it.
Come on, that's the podcast. That's it. It's meant to motivate us. That's the point. Otherwise, you won't do it. Would you be happy to roll into 40 and be like, nah, now that's past. You don't have to think about it.
I don't need any help taking on new hobbies.
No, but you need help
And I got a
finishing them.
piano sitting behind my door that I haven't touched in
This is the
weeks.
Steph, this is the point. We need help finishing them, or at least like executing on them, and that's what this is for.
It will not do that.
You don't get any free merch either. It's fine. We got a big show, so we should crack on with it, I believe. It's a Scotty distraction, sorry.
Yeah.
She just moved 50 centimeters forward on the floor.
It's enough to bring a whole
She's still there.
live stream to a halt.
Scotty, what's this?
Now down.
Now drop. Scotty, drop. Good girl.
Good
Good girl. Now stay there for the next 3 hours so that people can see the back of your pretty head.
Perfect.
Speaking of the back of things, a little bit of backup. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You did good.
Double segue. Because we both did it. Segue.
We each did
alley-oop?
half a segue.
No, what do you call it when you...
Yeah, alley-oop.
Segue layup.
Oh, is that a thing?
It is now.
Yeah, okay.
Alley-oop makes more sense.
But you lay up for an alley-oop, don't you?
I thought a layup was just when you go like that with the ball into the net.
I thought it was when you helped someone by throwing it to them and then they dunk it. NBA is back.
Sport people.
Apparently,
Welcome
yes.
to the new season of White Man Can't Jump.
We don't get basketball.
Terminology.
A little bit of backup is sponsored by Muso for Hire.
Welcome back.
Wow.
Are we talking over it? No, play it one more time.
I heard it in there.
A
Yeah.
little louder.
I'm just going to make it a little louder.
Crank
Hang on,
that
guys.
shit.
Give it one more, Steph.
A little bit of backup is brought to us by Muso for Hire.
Welcome back.
Hey,
Nice.
Hey, welcome
A classic.
back.
And he's
Well, welcome back.
A classic.
Amazing. Muso for Hire, beloved back pocket sponsor and celebrated musician.
patron saint.
Celebrated musician.
Yeah, well, celebrated by us at least.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And each week to celebrate Muso for Hire, we like to put forward an item that you can rent, and the panel has to...
Specifically high.
Sorry, hire.
Muso for rent.
And everyone has to guess how much it costs to hire it for the specific duration.
Got
Okay.
So, the item I have brought forward
Mhm.
for your hiring purposes
Yep.
Rent a hubby.
is a casket for a funeral.
Oh, shit.
Rent?
Did you say-
Hire those?
You can.
That makes sense.
They're really expensive.
They're made to be hired because then they put you in the shit box when they put you in the ground.
Yeah, so you can. So
IKEA.
yes, most people will buy a casket that if you want to like have it in the room at the funeral.
Yeah.
And then and they have to be in a casket if they're getting cremated, but I don't think they cremate
The casket. No, that's the
fancy
point.
They put you in a wooden box.
Yeah.
For
a week, you say?
yeah, how long?
Because it's usually for a week.
Do they dig it
are
up?
you in this for a week?
Well, it might be a day.
Yes, I believe it is for a week.
Interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
You really only need that for the day, but sure.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing it's it's ornate enough. I'm gonna say
Or
made-
maybe it's not. Or maybe it's not for the week.
I think it'd just be for the service.
It's for the
Yeah.
service.
for the service.
For the service.
I'm gonna start off, and I'm gonna say it costs $8,000
To rent?
You're insane.
to hire.
Okay, you're insane. I would say that it's probably between $5,000 and $8,000 to buy one.
That's not the
like
game.
an expensive one. So I'm
Yeah,
going to say it's
yeah.
like 10% of that. I'm going to say you can rent one for $700.
I'm going in amongst it $3,000 because it's funerals are always a
Yeah,
bit
but
of
we're
a
just
roar.
there's the whole procession and stuff, and you
Yeah.
pay for that separately too. We're just talking specifically
For that moment.
a fancy
$8,000,
casket for the day,
$3,000.
$700.
$700. Put us out of our misery and put us into a casket.
What did you say?
$3,000?
$3,000. Yeah, pretty close. So for the
Jesus.
Linford casket, it's
Yeah.
$2,425
There
to
you go.
hire it.
Yeah.
You didn't say the Linford
is
before
that
because I
in
know that's a
karaoke?
The,
$2,500
the Linford is the only one. But
If you're going out, go
There are
out style
caskets.
the Linford.
there are caskets you can buy for cheaper. Oh no, sorry, coffins.
I'm just imagining Matthew McConaughey in a
Driving.
drive a Linford.
So wait,
The
and I just-
caskets to buy range from the coffins are cheaper, but the caskets range from $2,500 to $18,000
to rent.
So yeah.
No, to
So
buy.
it really does
To
start.
hire.
They only have one to hire, and that is the Linford.
But
Okay.
I just realized you said it yourself. Casket versus coffin, and a casket is only for display. I imagine you don't bury a casket, do you? And do you
Oh,
bury
does
a
the coffin
coffin?
go in a
No, you
casket?
do, because I see you see
Where's
them get lowered
Boxy?
into the ground. They have the handles on the side, and they get lowered
I
into the
assumed
ground.
as much, yeah, but I just wondered, is that terminology like a coffin?
It's just the
goes in-
coffin is shaped like a vampire house,
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
and then the
Vampire
casket
house.
is rectangular.
I reckon there's more to this, so why don't we play on with the news, and I'm going to look up coffin versus
All right.
casket.
Cake us away, toys.
Okay, so a little bit back at this week, we're going to be talking about Rise of Kong.
Fuck, she's right. There's more room at the top of a coffin.
It's for the
shoulders.
shoulders.
If you get swells.
Yeah.
No, because your feet go small and your shoulders are wide.
And so a casket is just full wide.
It's just a box.
Yeah, it's full wide.
Yeah, okay.
Easier to make, arguably. You just make it
that's
a box.
basic box.
Yeah.
Box.
You got yourself a basic box.
Let's talk
Finger
about-
joints?
let's-
Sure.
Dovetail?
I wouldn't. It's going to get burned.
Something else that's dead.
Yeah.
Rise of Kong's
Nice.
reputation.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Rise of Kong players are turning in positive reviews for the game so that Gollum remains this year's lowest rated title in what seems to be the polar opposite of review bombing.
I think that's
Yeah.
sweet.
So yeah, it's this game is getting critically panned,
Yeah.
and the big thing that I think spurned this on was the meme we all saw that there was
This is the trailer for the
This
game?
is the trailer for the game, but the meme that if anyone didn't catch it, there was a cutscene from the game where there's a raptor or a dinosaur creature about to attack Kong. Kong's in the shot, creature's getting ready to attack. Back to Kong, back to creature, and they just use a still frame. So it's like it's left over in the production
Like anime.
cutscene. Like anime.
Like anime.
Yeah, and I felt bad instantly. As someone who has left flash frames in edits, who has disabled layers, I instantly put myself in the mindset of whoever programmed that cutscene who was like, fuck. But apparently the developers only had 12 months to create the game, which is not a lot of time for what is a B studio game. It's not even double A, I'd
An
say.
IP
But
tie-in,
yeah, and they've come out on the record and said officially, or sort of off the record, so unofficially, that they're still pretty proud of the game, and that they're they said officially, we're proud of our monkey.
That's very sweet.
I think my issue is probably the price point. For the quality of game that you're getting, the price point seemed a little high.
Yeah.
That's that.
It's about 60-something bucks.
Yeah, that's
I
because it's
believe.
got the Kong brand on it.
Kong
Then is it?
brand.
What do we
It's-
think about the race to the bottom in terms of it versus Gollum? Because it's that is fun content to rip on something or to just, have that discussion of it's so bad you have to be talking about it. And people were getting worried that Gollum was going to not be talked about anymore.
Yeah, totally.
Because it's so funny.
Not be talked
I mean,
about.
when we were talking during the week about Kong and Gollum like battling it out for the bottom position, we thought like, what's the connective tissue between the two of those? And that, of course, is
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis and also Peter Jackson
as well.
which is how we were able to arrange an interview with Peter Jackson. So, Josh, if you could bring Pete up. Pete, welcome to the show.
Yeah, g'day, how are ya?
He's New Zealand.
G'day, how are ya?
There you go.
Hey, Pete, how you going, buddy?
I'm not doing more of the voice. That's all.
Okay.
He's live in the
Have
studio.
you seen my monkey?
We could not get Peter Jackson
Do you
for
have
today's
X?
conversation. But thank you for playing along, Josh. Poor Josh. But yeah, funny. It was funny to me that those two IP, like big IP games, are battling it out. And I think there are definitely worse games than Kong, Skull Island, and Gollum that have come out this year. But because they have massive IP attached to them, they've got a lot of eyes on them. So it's obvious when they're bad.
It's weird because Kong, King Kong itself. Apparently, the game is based off a novel, not the current film. Films going.
Yeah, I was about to say, what is the IP of Kong?
Well, that's the thing. I think like it's being based off an old novel, whereas the Kong IP is wrapped up in the Monsters, which is the new film coming out called like not Legion, it's called like Monarch.
I was about to say, is Kong part of the
series.
cinematic universe?
Yeah, he's part of the
Yeah.
Monsters cinematic universe, which is doing particularly well. Which
Is
is
Godzilla
him and
also a part of
Godzilla.
that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And the new
Who else?
That John Goodman. And it's like he's in the new one. He's been in Kong.
Yeah.
He's in
Didn't
all
he
of
die?
them.
Uh,
I think he's in a flashback.
yeah.
Anyway, I'm derailing.
No,
Essentially,
I mean in real life.
no, he's going well.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks
You
great.
think of John Candy?
Yeah.
No, I'm not thinking John Candy. John Candy's
always
been
thinking
dead
of
for like 2 decades.
I wouldn't
I'm
question
not
that.
Someone died
Bless that sweet
recently,
man.
but it wasn't John
Yeah.
Goodman, which
I
is good.
always think
love
of John
Goodman.
Candy because when I was like 11 and I went to a sleepover, we did a seance and we were like, who should we like try and talk to from the other
John
side?
Candy.
And like, I'd heard that John Candy had recently died. So I was like, John Candy? So we were like, the spirit of John Candy, if you're in this room.
Uncle Buck, if you were
Oh
there.
my god,
That's amazing.
that's so good. It's funny though, because like there's just less IP, like bad IP games now. I think that's the other thing. Like for me, my era of gaming was just this. Like 90% of video games were like IPs from a film or something, and so both Gollum and that I feel like would have flown past us if we were in the sea of it all. And it's just like, this is what games used to be like, and this is just it's a rare.
It's weird that there aren't more B games that sort of come to attention because we have more games than ever before and more access to games because of the platforms that we can access them on.
And developers like are just.
I guess it's just
in
that
their
indie games
bedrooms.
are so good. It's like, why would you make a B game when you could make an awesome indie game?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It's super challenging, and like, it's even if you look at the right Reddit thread about Spider-Man 2, it's the worst game ever made because it's buggy as hell. It's like every game has bugs in it.
I think, my only hope is that there's some, like, I kind of want to play it now. And I hope they garner enough of that interest to just kind of prop them up, to get them onto the next thing. And everyone knows that the developers were probably getting crunched like crazy. They didn't have the resources they required. And so I hope that's the best of a bad situation. Yeah. Kind of similar with Gollum, I guess. Like, and the devs have all said... So, Josh, I just wanted to bring this... So, just to like round it out, apart from that other one, this is after Kong's parents die, the young ape runs away during a storm and looks down into a puddle. And the scene is meant to be sad. However, the tech behind the game isn't great, so Kong's reflection is blurry, a pixelated mess that lingers for far too long. Oh, that's from a Kotaku article from Zach Smith. And I just felt like there's so many funny things that have come out of it that's my like. Again, there's funny memes. There's that Gollum face before and after shot and stuff. Yeah. So I think there's something more joyous out of not ripping on, but just finding the funny in a bad game versus something that's subpar and just slips under the radar.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The ripples are so good.
The ripples are good.
It's
Weird.
are good.
The ripples are so high definition.
Yeah.
I love it so
And
much.
they're not duplicates.
No.
They're different rings. They
Yeah.
look like they've been
there's
rendered
a
on
simulation
a plane.
there,
A simulation. Yeah. It's
All right.
interesting.
I imagine the person would have been like, "This is just no one will look too deeply at this shot. This is just a reflection.
Move
no
on.
one
We're
cares.
fine.
No one cares about that.
I kind
stuff.
of see the pain in its blurry eyes.
Yeah, it's sad. The brow is furrowed.
Yeah.
For
Don't
sure.
cry for me. I'm already dead.
The longer you look.
Good stuff.
Oh gosh.
Amazing.
Good. Should we talk about some games that are better than that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Let's see.
What shit games we've all been playing.
This is sponsored by someone. I won't say the thing. Let's just play the sound that I was
Welcome
about to make. The
back.
Thank you to what we've been playing.
He wants to talk straight through it.
Yeah.
I love it.
No, I was leaving gap for myself there. I was.
Very good.
I like you interrupting you though. So
Yeah, it's very Gus.
That's what I do.
If I could just interrupt.
Myself. Welcome to what we've been playing. It's sponsored by Nicrotex. We always read a tweet out from Nicrotex, and I've got one. Woo.
I'm
doing
Micro's hype man.
I see.
Are you?
Yeah.
Since when?
You get paid for
right
this?
Okay.
But next time we go clubbing, I'm gonna woot for Nitro.
When have you
Next
ever
time.
been clubbing?
I went clubbing in
We got clubbed last week.
2000 and like 18, 19, probably 3 or 4 times between those 2 years.
I have a nightclub story, but I'm going to save it for later.
Please.
We should get on with this.
Nicrotex tweet. He tweeted, if someone just randomly sends me a picture of themselves, I have to assume they're flirting with me because there ain't no fucking way. I said it, so it's okay. I'd be comfortable doing that one out of the blue unless I was really trying to impress someone.
Okay.
So a picture of yourself, you send a picture to someone.
Is that implied to be flirting? Because it couldn't be anything else. That's what he's
Why
taking from
are you
that.
sending that photo to me?
A photo of yourself?
Yeah. So you as a person have sent a photo to Nicrotex.
He's reading
that
it can
just-
only be read one way, as
Yeah.
some form of flirting.
It's only flirting.
But what's the context of our relationship prior?
Ask him.
It's
your
the,
friend.
it's the sliding into the DMs. Is this a flirting sign? Maybe.
Yeah.
Ah.
You'd have to send some text with it. You're like, hey, check out how good my hair looks today. Like,
Yeah.
that's at least trying to get them to
Yes.
prop you up about something nice. But if
Yeah.
it just comes with no context, photo sent, do you take it as flirting?
I guess it also depends on like the expression on your face.
It's true.
True.
Is it coy?
Yeah.
Is it sultry?
What's happening in the
Is
photo?
it filled with longing?
Yeah.
Narcotex.
Or what if you send a photo
Yeah,
that's like
the-
this?
What if it's a pixelated photo of you with
that
ripples
still-
over the
is that
front
still
of it?
Is
What
that
does that
still
mean?
flirting?
Nick, send us the photo.
Yeah.
We won't show it, but we'll judge and we'll help you decipher if it's flirting.
Nitro, I'm getting so many photographs.
Oh, it all
Yes.
changes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicrotex, for presenting this segment. Gus, is there some happiness on a little device in your life?
Oh, look, there's not much happiness in my life, and it does come in bite-sized form,
Wow.
or handheld
Alright.
form. Wait. Yeah, I've been playing Mario Wonder. Before that goes any further.
You could have just said yes.
I could have said yes. I've been playing Mario Wonder since last week, and I'm thoroughly enjoying myself, as is everyone who plays this game, I'm sure. There's no way you can look at this game, pick this thing up and play it for any less than 30 seconds and not have a smile on your face. This is
try.
Nintendo doing what they do best. And yeah, going back to the side scroller, which we haven't seen since Super Mario Wii U. And they have gone for a fair redesign on a few elements of it. And this has been called kind of a spiritual successor to Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo, which is my favorite of the side scrollers. I played that one to death. And this is them going, let's put some creativity back into it, kind of like the way I guess you'd say Odyssey did with the 3D platformers. Caveat out there, or like all cards on the table, I am a far bigger fan of Mario in the 3D sense. That I think those games are superior. I still think these games, deserve a place on the mantle, but I just think they've gotten so much better in the 3D space. Particularly, I think with Bowser's Fury, which was packaged with the 3D World release for Switch, is some of like the best Mario's ever been. So for me to come back to a side scroller, I don't know. I always feel like it's a step backwards, but it doesn't stop me appreciating all the effort and love that's gone into this. And there is just so much. It's saccharine. It's so sickly sweet with joy and
I love
happiness.
the pastels.
The palettes there. I mean, everything about
It
this.
is. It's like candy, isn't it?
It seriously is. Everything looks like you just want to reach in there and bite it, which is a weird reaction. But yeah, this game is kind of by the numbers, as all the side scrollers are. You play Mario, or one of many characters you can pick from. He finds himself in the Flower Kingdom, so not much of a change from the Mushroom Kingdom. It's a bit of a palette swap. He finds himself there where the Prince Florian, little worm, Bowser comes in, transforms himself into a giant castle, floats away. These are the Poplins, which are basically the toads in a different kingdom. So it's not a huge departure, and nor is it trying to be anything, radically different. But it's a lovely look, and everything else there is really, really wonderful. Pun intended. The main draw card is the Wonder Seeds, which are your stars, but more importantly, the Wonder Flowers are the things that you find in each level. So a run of a level will get you to the end where you get one Wonder Seed, like a star. You'll need to use them as a certain amount to unlock levels and gates to get into different areas of the world. But you will always, I think, in most levels, be able to get a second Wonder Seed by finding the Wonder Flower, which is often hidden, and as the worlds progress, get tougher and tougher to find.
Yeah.
And when you touch the Wonder Flower, you take a lick, I don't know what you do, you snort it, and the whole world, as we see in the trailers, creatively spins on its head. And
Touch the wonderful.
I wanted to, I was skeptical of this after I saw the first trailer, and I was like, this is a joyous, cool mechanic that they're going to add. But the skeptic in me thought they are going to potentially have a handful of tricks, and I don't know why I thought this is fucking Nintendo. They're going to have a handful of tricks, and they're going to be like, and then we're going to reuse them or put spins on them. I am 3 worlds in, so not far, and I am doing a full playthrough of this on stream. I haven't started. I just wanted to get the ball rolling. I'm going to start it again from the start and do almost a full one-off playthrough of the whole thing. But I'm 4 worlds in, and I don't think I've seen one mechanic reused. And every time I've touched a flower, I have just had I've been in awe of it is Nintendo flexing
Are they
hard.
evolutions on the same mechanic, or are they completely new mechanics each time?
They're both. I know that's a weird answer, but it's a good example is the first underwater level you do, or water level, is you're jumping in and out of the water, you're swimming through sections and popping up, hit the Wonder Flower, the whole world flips upside down. So suddenly water is above you, you're running underneath. Nothing radical, but it's done in a really cool way where all the enemies flip out. It gets weirder and weirder from there. You'll turn into giant parts of geometry that make up the level, and you have to get yourself through the level as a block. You'll become a silhouette that can only move through shadows, or you become elongated. That. Yeah, it's crazy.
And so, just to clarify for me, who not massive into the 2D Mario games, the elephant thing, that's a Wonder Flower, that's attached to a level? No, okay, sorry, that's completely different. Okay.
I'll get to the power ups.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump in there.
Because they're less
get
interesting.
to the elephant.
No, I just thought, so the elephant is just a mechanic in a world, but so every world basically has an alternate variation is what they... Yeah, that's cool.
It has one that's obvious by finishing it, and one that's hidden that you need to get. You can, like many of the Mario games with a currency, if you want to call it that, you can just go buy levels and get the one seed and probably make your way through there. Without having to go and find the Wonder Flowers. But they're the best part of the levels, and sometimes they're hidden, sometimes they're right in front of you as well. But they are always surprising, I would say. Yoshi never turns into a elephant. He's the only one. Him and Nabbit, I don't think, turn into elephants, but everyone else does. And that's the power-up that's been sold pretty strongly. I would say the elephant's not that interesting beyond the first hour or two as a power-up. It's pretty uncreative. It's more funny to look at.
Sure.
And it just turns into an extra mushroom that you can kind of take an extra hit. You can fill the trunk up and you can use it to bash through blocks. But I'd say the more interesting power-up is probably the bubble outfit, which is the most uninspired look. You just have a palette swap. So Mario's shirt turns pink. Or Luigi's turns light blue, I think. But the power itself is actually, he does a little kiss. He goes, mwah! And he blows a bubble. And that bubble can slowly drift along. And if it hits an enemy, it stops the enemy, kills it. Or you can jump on it for an extra jump. And you can blow a few of them and try and link it together. So it actually turns into something you use mechanically in a level.
I've seen people speedrunning using the bubble and just going up above the map and not coming back
Totally.
down.
The other one is a drill hat, which then you can use to drill into the ground. And as long as the ground stays flat, you can move through without touching enemies and that kind of stuff. So mechanically, there's something there to actually play with. Whereas the elephant, apart from, looking cute and saying wowie zowie, it's really just it's there for marketing. And it did its job. Everyone was talking about it. And it's fun to look at. Outside of that, yeah, I'm enjoying it, but I will say that I find the levels feel short. Maybe I'm still just early on enough that I'm into one and I'm straight to the end of it before I've even really gotten into a flow.
Yeah.
There's a few other negatives I'd say, which is I'm just putting them there because this is a Mario game. How can I be critical of this? There's not much to bring from a review. Yeah, from a review and crit standpoint. But it's there's a few parts of it which are so handheldy that they're just when you enter a new world, you have to go to a little poplin house, and that poplin says, before you can progress, I have to give you a wonder seed. Here you go. And you're like, cool, this was redundant. You just give it to me and I move on and it adds to my total. There's a few Nintendo-y things there that are just there to make you feel like you're collecting things for the sake of it and you're doing well. So again, I don't want to sound like a dick, but it's just I don't get that from the 3D games as much, which are a bit more challenging. And I think that challenge is going to increase dramatically because Nintendo games, Mario games always do. By late game, they just turn into serious platforming challenges. But I wouldn't call this a cakewalk. I would just say, I just find the 2Ds games just a lot more forgiving. The other thing...
a long mushroom.
Big mushroom.
A long shroom.
The only other thing probably worth mentioning, and everyone knows this, but I think my take on it is that you do unlock these badges. Little Prince Florian the Worm, who's in your hat, wears it. And essentially they're additional moves or power sets that you can take into levels. So the main one you get at the start is you can hold your hat to hover, and we'll check it out a bit later in the stream tonight. But they turn into things like a crouch jump to go higher, a dolphin kick through water, and you change them out before you go into a level. So they're not necessary to complete levels, but they're there to be hey, you might find a power that you really like, that you just becomes your play style, but you might need one is an extra wall jump, things like that. So yeah, it's a cool way to add things which I think would help players who struggle, or just add a bit of personality to your play style. You go, I really like this type of. There's one that you run and you can't stop running. So I think they're just in there to be they're modifiers or or helpful things like that. So yeah, but it's Nintendo and it's just charming and it's just I think no one is going to go in there and be as critical as I am. So that's what I'm here for.
Allow me.
Please.
Controversial.
Sure.
Ages ago, the first time we saw Wowie Zowie Elephant, Will was like, that looks shit. And we were all like, that's fucking harsh, dude. It looked pretty cute. And seeing the whole game, I haven't really looked at much of the game. I don't like the look of it.
No.
Yeah, I think it had a bit of a
it's a
divisive
bit of a mess
vibe to it, which is that they've rounded out a lot of the characters.
Yeah.
They kind of have given them extra frames of animation. Most people, I would say you're in the minority. Most people like it.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
I think do you know what I would say? It's the kind of game that I needed, and everyone needs to go I just need to get my hands on it and see how it feels. Once you run through a level and play it on a big screen and just kind of see the animations in fluid movement that you're in control of, I think you fall for it very quickly.
That might be it. I look at it and it looks I think they've already perfected the look of Mario.
Yeah.
The Wii and Wii U versions of Mario were beautiful. And so the art in this being a little more rounded and stuff, it doesn't look as cohesive. The backgrounds are flat and the foregrounds have they're 2.5D. And it all feels it looks a bit mismatched.
I agree.
And that's nitpicking because it does look good, but it doesn't look
it's
as good as Mario has
Yeah.
looked. It doesn't look it's not the best looking Mario game to my eye.
It pops on a handheld. And I did put it on my big screen last night. And once I got into the flow of it, I was like, I know what you mean. It's there's so much stuff there. It's like a cake covered in decorations that you're sort of this has no style to it. But
someone put heaps of mint leaves on it just to create an effect. And it's no one fucking wants to eat those.
I do.
I want to eat them,
All right, okay.
Yeah.
See? A minority again.
There we go.
It seems like an opportunity for them to just try weird stuff and experiment and put everything into the game that maybe that they would be too precious about regular Mario IP to kind of
yeah.
It's just, it's interesting.
I also think they're not running out of ideas, but they just have to keep throwing
They've
more
done a bunch of
ideas
these
in there.
games,
And that is the last thing I'll say on a critical level as a positive. You just sometimes have to stop and be every part of this level, of this world, mainly this stage, is just curated and bespoke and is there with a purpose. And it's weird how Nintendo, maybe it's trained my brain, maybe it's trained yours, but it's I'll get to the end of a stage and I'll just see a pipe and an extra block and be what is that there? And I'll hop on it and jump, and it's like,
Yeah,
you got a
cool.
life. I was like, fuck, how did I know that? How did you know I know that? Like, there's some parts of it that are really charming in that sense.
I'm sorry if I missed this, but what is the passive online mode?
I don't actually know. I saw someone mention that in the chat before. I think maybe you can play online with other people who are then ghosts in your world and run through it. There's also the ability to, when you're online, you can...
Like a drivatar.
I think that's how that works, but there's also an element to drop a little standee. And it's kind of Dark Soulsy in the sense that you can say, I find that little find that block with an extra life. I can jump up there and put a little like cardboard cutout.
Death Stranding.
And you can unlock more of them in different styles. So if you're playing online and you have that turned on, I think that might be it. Or maybe this is different from
die.
This is different.
Cool.
You'd see that and go, someone's put that there for a reason. Massive chest ahead. I'll jump and grab whatever's there, kind of thing.
Danger.
Or danger.
Leading you to
It's
your
Mario.
doom.
It's not
never
really. It's
know.
going to be something for
Try
you.
jumping.
It's not going to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Try
Cake.
jumping.
Mario, you should try jumping.
Maybe, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something in there that's like play passively and don't worry about dying. Nabbit and the Yoshis are in there as they don't die from taking hits. They do die from falling in pits. But everyone else controls the same. It's just a palette swap. And we're going to play a little bit later on tonight, both for challenging times and just for some shenanigans. So we can try some of that out.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. I had many hours of shenanigans. It's one of those words. Those boots are lethal.
I'm sorry.
They're lethal.
They're
It's like a
just-
point.
I know.
They're larger. They're
It's 'cause
larger
I
than
said
my
the-
usual.
I said the
They're larger
word
than my
wrong.
usual shoes, so I'm clipping in
I
unexpected ways.
understand. I understand.
But they are Destiny Witch
was
Queen.
gonna say.
They're very cool.
boots,
They got a
so
lot
they're
going
pretty
on.
cool.
They're very cool. Well, maybe isn't cool. Spider-Man 2 is a game that I played for many streams, many hours, and I'm swinging back and forth.
Very good.
Fucking brilliant.
Very good.
Thank you.
I'm swinging.
I'm swinging back and forth. I obviously, I played this all on stream thanks to everyone's support on the 12 to 14 hour live stream, and I finished it in a strange place where I wasn't quite happy.
Ooh.
I have played the other two games. This is kind of almost the fourth game, because there was also DLC for Spider-Man 1, which is almost 15, 16 hours worth of game.
Wow.
So this is the fourth time we've been in the same city with the kind of same set of mechanics. There's a new story this time which picks up from the first game, which is, there's things in the trailers. It's hard to explain it because a lot of it feels like spoilers. So if you've seen trailers, we're going into this with two Spider-Men. Miles is now part of the gang.
And we can point out, like, literally the marketing is the symbiote
Yeah,
slash
symbiote
black
stuff.
suit slash Venom.
So that's kind of the new thing for Peter is that he has some of those. You've got these.
Sorry.
Yeah. He's got those. He's also got Spider-Man. Peter Man has the arms
Peter-Man.
that were kind of an ability last game and now permanently in the roster, as well as later on the symbiote. Miles has his Venom power. That's called the Venom power in the comics.
That was confusing.
Yeah. Very weird that
But it's always been called that.
It's always
though.
been called that in the comics.
Yeah.
But knowing where they were headed, they probably could have given it a new name.
Yeah.
That's all. The web singing's kind of been upgraded. It's a little faster, a little zippier. There's a few cool momentum abilities where you can kind of hold down and it doesn't instantly release the web, so you can get an extra swing to kind of lift you off, which
Teach
is
me this one later on, because I'm trying to get my head around that.
it's in the skill tree, so it might be
okay.
one that you have to unlock.
Unlock it for me.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll put my spider fingers to work.
Did you feel like Miles and Peter played differently enough? I feel like the benefit of having these two characters and being able to swap between them is that you'd have kind of quite different play styles. But it seemed to me like they were trying to not make it feel too discordant, so they kind of felt like a lot of the time there were visual changes to the same kind of ability.
Yeah. Throughout the game, you unlock new abilities for each of them, but they totally feel like this one is the lightning version of the goo
It's like
one.
a reskin of that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I know what you mean, but it'd be a big ask to be like reprogram your head for two different playable characters each time you go between them.
Yeah.
Is it?
I mean,
I ask it.
for the fourth time of this game. That's for me the thing is it just didn't feel different enough.
And you've said that you weren't a huge fan of the first one, where I missed that because I'm like, Will loves video games. Will loves Spider-Man. This
Will
game
loves
is
photo
amazing.
mode.
Will loves
photo
Avengers.
mode. I loved
Yeah.
the first Marvel one. I mean, love's a strong word, but I
Yeah,
enjoyed it. a
yeah.
lot. And so
I enjoyed it, but felt just the kind of monotonous nature of it by the end of
Sure.
it. Like, what this game is 90% this of just going up to things and hitting them until they blow up. And by the end of the game, that's not good enough.
I feel that way about all beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
though.
And-
I feel
and-
like they're all kind of like that.
And the first time was fine. Miles was good because it was story-wise a new story, a new character, and he had the electrical abilities and stuff like that.
And you knew it was tight. Like, you
It
knew it was going to
totally-
be a reasonably length
Yeah.
to short
And
game.
it is such a tight game, that one, like
Yeah.
story-wise.
It's actually
as well.
like I loved the Miles one after not loving the Spider-Man game, but
Yes.
going, oh, there's some great mechanics in here and there's a great game feel. There's just so much other stuff that gets in the way of the tight
Totally.
loop.
Yeah.
And Miles was just the tight loop, great story in it
Yeah.
and great mechanics. So jumping back into another massive one, I was like, oh, are they gonna have to do something pretty crazy different?
Yeah.
And I haven't seen that in the
No.
in the 90 minutes. I've
And
played.
even story-wise, like, I need Insomniac to jump on something that isn't Marvel for the next to go back to a Ratchet and Clank or a new IP, because they're such incredible developers, but crafting the story for all three of these games, they are the same story. And I won't say what happens in it, but the structure of light nothingness at the start, kind of intrigue, and then just turning the world on its head at the end, and it just happens.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
third game.
I feel
we're in
like, having only played through the intro, I feel like at least at the start, because where I feel like Spider-Man just differs from other superheroes, is that he's quite relatable and he's got, you know, there's an emphasis on his kind of personal problems and just trying to like hold down a job and
Yeah.
family relationships and all that kind of stuff, while still, you know, fighting massive villains and saving people from like small little things. And I like that the game kind of starts
Yes,
focused on that
totally.
smaller stuff, because I find the big villain stuff is rarely interesting to me.
Yeah.
And in this case, there is, like, for Miles specifically, his role in the story is so minimal, but he's
Yeah, okay.
the good thing, I guess, if you're a fan of both characters, I'm way more of a fan of Miles in this universe as well,
Sure.
is that you can play most of the side content with either of them, and there are unique
cool.
voice line and everything.
Because you can switch between them
outside of
at any
story
point
stuff.
outside of story, yeah.
And the side story is where this game shines and where the story shines, which for me, I'm like, you got to make the meat and potatoes good as well as that. So that's where I'm a bit disappointed. But there is the friendly
That's just
neighborhoods.
the potatoes.
Yeah, there's no meat.
Yeah, okay.
The side stuff is where the friendly neighborhood is so
See,
apparent.
I think
Yeah,
the only
cool.
thing I'm
And-
interested
Which
about...
I've heard people like super
Yeah.
excited
Yeah,
about,
the thing
Like, sorry, like this mission and is about a museum has lost its items and Spider-Man has to go get them back because they're trying to get funding, and it's like just ground level. Spidey's helping them.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Like
this is a
the
good
items
one.
are being stolen, and he's helping them because if they don't have them, they can't get the funding to be able to
Sure.
help the museum.
So
and stuff.
yeah, because I find it funny because you're a fan of comic books or comic lore and that kind of stuff, and I'm like, when you say that, you know, it just has the typical story arc,
Yeah.
I'm fascinated because I'm like, isn't that all
is.
superheroes can be?
Yeah.
And so like, I love that what you're saying is like, I just want to be Spider-Man, and
Yeah.
I don't want to have these huge big threats and stories that unravel.
It's-
And
well,
they can't
it-
make a game, but
Totally.
it's either that or it's like
It's-
or it's world changing and they shake this thing up like crazy and they do.
It's more the fact that the story isn't good. Like it doesn't get you to the world ending in a natural. It's not like the
Yeah,
story
okay.
builds to that. It's just, oh, now is the time where we've done the side stories and the stuff
Yeah.
like that. Let's get to the big battles at the end.
I guess
and-
what would be interesting at least is the way that Marvel superhero movies went in a
Hmm.
way that eventually getting to something like Infinity War or Endgame with some big stuff that you go, they can't do this.
Hmm.
Like, this breaks everything. It's like, this needs to be broken now. It's kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they've done the safe bet so many times in the origin story.
Hmm.
They need to do one where half of New York, Doctor Strange breaks it and it's all
Yeah,
upside
yeah.
down. Like, just, I don't know, something crazy that you go, okay, this is so different
Hmm.
now versus, I imagine you're just chasing villains through a city.
Yeah, but the big thing still happens. Like, just formulaic wise,
Yeah,
it just
okay.
feels like the same game, coupled with the same mechanics and everything. It just wasn't a new experience
Yeah.
to get through.
How did you find? Because the only other question I have is the broader city. Because I know the city's bigger
Yeah.
this time, and you've got the web wings, which I understand are a lore
Yeah.
item. And because the city's bigger, it makes sense, I guess, to kind of
Mm-hmm.
have a new, easier way to get even further, and you can kind of like chain stuff, which is
Yep.
cool. But does the city feel like fleshed out fully, like with the different boroughs and stuff that you can go to, and like Queens and like the Bronx and stuff? And
It doesn't-
I think I saw you wearing funny hats in Coney Island.
Yeah, the Coney Island stuff. People in chat enjoyed that one. It doesn't feel more lived in. It definitely feels denser, which is nice. Like
Yeah, cool.
Like this game, it couldn't run on anything but
Hard
PS5.
to populate a city like this.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, like just traffic level and population is huge.
Some of that loading between action, I was like, I can't believe a game can do this.
It's fast travel, so you can
Yeah.
pinpoint anywhere on the map, hold triangle, and the camera will just go into the map,
Yeah.
and you'll arrive there with zero loading.
Yeah, well.
It is incredibly impressive.
Frame rate's a bit shit.
Yeah, I know, a bit dog on that one. But yeah.
That scared the shit.
Oh my god.
Well, everybody, we got our Halloween special. It doesn't feel it's a strange one because it doesn't pull you into those different locations in a way that you feel like you're going to the boroughs
Yeah,
or anything
okay.
like
Yeah,
that.
okay.
It's and it's video games. It's so like I'm going to that point in the distance and you're there.
UI says go here and then you go there.
So I didn't really feel it. Like I was playing a bit this morning to capture, and I went past houses that I'd never seen before because the game just didn't take me there. And I was like, oh, this area is sick, but I didn't see it through the story.
Well, I guess
Sure,
that
okay.
yeah.
leads to my last question is like, are you going to have more fun now that you finish the story and you're going to do the Will thing of you're going to become obsessed with this game in the sense that you're going to just play it as a way to be like, I just want to be
make
Spider-Man
photos.
and just
Yeah.
like, just literally enjoy the world and go and find stuff and do things that like dress up like noir Spider-Man and be stealthy and like make your own fun in
I
it.
don't know, because I didn't finish it with that drive to come back.
Yeah,
Which
right.
the other ones I did, and I was ready to 100%, but I don't think this one has it for me. I need something new for.
I find it fascinating.
Spider-Man.
That, yeah, I just thought this is an absolute win for. Yeah. Oh my god.
That's sick. Oh my god,
this
that's
is how
cool.
are you not playing this
I
at all?
know.
Yeah.
I spent 4 minutes in this one.
Yeah,
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
the only thing I wanted to add as well is my only big criticism was the web wings. I actually
Excuse?
found the way they
Yeah.
I found the web wings were like a bit of a. I don't like them. I love
yeah.
swinging and having to use that Spider-Man unique travel mechanic. And
You still can. You can. You
Yeah.
can
No,
I know,
You can
but
go
the-
between the two.
Your brain thinks that you need it because the world's got these wind tunnels and stuff. It feels
yeah,
like
it
it's
kind of like
It's
took
guiding
away
you
from
towards
my
it.
favorite part of them, which is
Yeah.
the swinging around everywhere. So I just thought it was really weird that they give it to you right at the start of the game, and it feels kind of OP from a traversal
Yeah, that's
method
fair.
thing. I was like, if I got that halfway through the game, it'd be like amazing. Now I've gotten tired of web swinging.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I guess they assume everyone's played the first game.
Yeah, and also I think if the city's big and it's just like people are spending time getting from point to point, I think it's just like you give people the option to use it if they want to use it, and it's always on a downward trajectory, so you can't use it forever.
Yeah.
You've still got to be able to link it with other types.
I don't know. I guess I play these games to web swing. Like that's
Yeah.
why I love these games.
Well, I'm the
so.
sa- in open world fantasy games, I'm always the same. I want to just ride my horse everywhere,
Yeah.
and even though I can fast travel, I'm like, no, I'm going to ride my horse.
And like Geralt has wings now. And you're like, what?
Yeah, no, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued, especially that this is the fourth time Insomniac's done Marvel Spidey. I'm interested to know what their Wolverine will be, if it will diverge completely from this kind of formula, or like I would love for a God of War-y,
Logan
Naughty Dog kind of
being-
thing,
yeah,
just
yeah.
completely linear. And actually, I think that's the biggest thing. My sadness is the same with Ragnarok. When I came back to Ragnarok, I was like, I'm keen for more of this world. And I was just like, I got enough last time, and so that's so much of where I landed with this. But I know people have really been loving it, and like, barring turning into a white cube and a few other little glitches, it is like proper next gen, and
That's just a suit you unlock.
yeah, that's what they say. Like, yeah, there's the power of the PlayStation, and even like, and I know you don't like haptics, Pete, but there's a lot of lovely little trigger moments, and the controller. You know, when there's
That
symbiote
first
related
Spider-Man
things.
was the first time I turned off haptics. I was like, you're hurting my fingers with all this web shit.
I still between, yeah, you're right, how good it looks, but also just the camera rarely fucks up. The camera always seems to go into a position that looks just so cinematic and so action hero-y.
Yeah.
Every time it happens, I'm like, is this a cutscene? I'm like, no, this is... I chose to do
I
a
did this.
finisher in this bookstore, and it looks like amazing.
Yeah.
And I always find that very impressive.
Yeah. And yeah, I think at this iteration of the city is more detailed than any other iteration that they've made. I've seen videos of people crawling up the sides of buildings, and there's someone inside every window in a skyscraper.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it just can populate just
Perfect game for
detail.
perverts.
Yeah, it's so impressive.
Yeah.
Camera fucked up there. Right.
Yeah. You said it, and I was like, wait for it.
Yeah, interesting. I just started playing, and I'm very keen to see how long it keeps me going.
Yeah. But yeah, make sure, like, I didn't do it because I was tapping out, but make sure you do side story stuff, because that is apparently where a lot of the love has been put in for the game.
Cool.
So.
Well, we're sorry we made you mainline it, and
It
sucked
just
all
comes
the
with
joy.
streams, doesn't it,
It
Peter?
does, I mean, I've said enough about Detective
I was thinking
Pikachu.
about playing Mario Wonder and not talking and just playing the
That
whole
might do
game
it.
Do
and
it.
sitting there slumped on a couch looking as unwonderful as possible.
Ignore chat, do it.
Yeah.
Steph, we've been playing.
I've been playing Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, a survival crafting game set in the Lord of the Rings universe immediately after the films. And
Trailer voiced by Rhys Darby. Oh no, what's his name?
John Rhys Davies.
John Rhys
Of
Davies
course.
himself. I'm like, man, that guy will jump at any time to return to that.
I know. In fact, we had a moment when we started playing this where I was like, didn't he die? And everyone's like, yeah, I think he died. And I'm like, oh, sad. So who's voicing this
No,
then?
it was
So
John
he
Goodman.
And so we had the whole conversation. People were like, no, he's still alive.
He was in Indie.
Yeah, he was,
Yeah,
that's right, yeah.
totally. That's
Yeah.
right. He was in Indie. Oh my
They
god.
made him unbox action figures of himself for the
Yeah,
promo for that, and it was
yeah,
very
and
sweet.
he would have
And he would
fucking,
do it.
fucking
He'll
loved
fucking
that.
do it.
He would have loved that.
And they're like, we're out of boxes. And he's like, give me another.
I'll open something.
yeah. So this is effectively like Valheim in a Lord of the Rings universe, but a little bit more tunnely.
It's called the Mind Step.
Yeah.
they call it a mine.
I jumped into, so you create a private server, and I jumped in with friends. I played with Soph and James. James big into dwarves. I played with Reese and Shark, and Peyton played with us.
Nice.
Peyton, who is
Back
very
Pockets Lord of the Rings expert.
yes, very diligent uni student, so rarely jumps into games with us, but crawled out of the woodworks for Lord of the Rings, and was providing us with helpful Lord of the Rings lore and facts while we were playing. So when we sort of jumped into it, it has all of the typical sort of survival crafting stuff where you kind of find basic things and make basic tools and stuff. There is a lot of sort of ruined areas that you can rebuild initially, which I found quite helpful, because a lot of the time with survival crafting games, it all feels a bit daunting because you're in the wilderness, you have, the umpteen things that you can kind of make and build, and it's kind of hard to know where to start. Procedurally generated,
Cool.
yeah. Whereas this is kind of like, it gives you some direct quests and things to find immediately and points to kind of work towards, as well as structures and things that you can work to rebuild to get yourself kind of started. We were kind of efficiently working together to try and fight back goblins, bats, badgers for some reason,
badgers are
wearing
rough.
armor.
Yeah.
Wearing armor.
And
Goblins you're okay with.
yeah. And snack rats, which are an enemy type in this game.
Okay.
And
Peyton see the badges and she's like, the fuck is this? She's like, oh, it's these guys.
and you're sort of working towards trying to find your way through the mine. As we were kind of going through experiencing the joy of dwarven life, which is if you start to mine, you can get inspired and start to sing, and then everyone can join in on the song. And
That's
there's
awesome.
all of these really beautiful voice, like the way they've added character and personality into the kind of Lord of the Rings dwarven culture aspect of it is really wonderful. There's really great voice lines. You choose a personality type at the start of the game when you create your character, so all of your voice lines will kind of be like, will lean towards the personality type that you chose. And yeah, there's all this beautiful kind of singing and stuff when you're drinking and mining and all that kind of stuff.
When you slept then, did it have to have something like beautiful written in Dwarvish and then underneath it said loading?
Maybe.
Was that the direct translation?
Right?
I'm not sure.
Speak the word loading.
There's
rest.
there's runes and little messages that have been left by Gandalf, who has come through before you.
Yeah.
So that's always exciting
Oh,
when you
cool.
come across one of those little bits of lore and things that you're trying to kind
Just scratchings on walls going, I have no memory of this place. I have no memory of this place. Okay, you crazy old man.
It's a little standee saying Balrog this way. Don't
Balrog
yeah, Balrog
Yeah, it doesn't smell so foul down here.
We're nerds.
works.
Will's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
What's happening?
Yeah. And it's just, it gets its hooks in terms of just wanting to upgrade and craft better gear and sort of push yourself forward. I found the map really difficult to navigate because it's a very kind of windy, tunnely thing, but the map is kind of showing you, I guess, broad kind of sections that, like, so there's a bunch of little windy tunnels inside, say, like a cube of space. And it's only showing you
This is a 3D
that
map versus the one we're seeing, the little radial map?
yeah. When I'm talking about the like
yeah.
world map, you're
Yep.
kind of you're not seeing each individual tunnel as you.
Well, you wouldn't. Yeah, you
discover
don't often
that.
see 3D or interactive maps for procedural
Procedural
/
stuff where you
3D
dig in a
spaces. Like you
tunnel,
can't do
yeah.
that in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Versus you can in Terraria or something. It's like you can see where you're going. So that
Because the place is so labyrinthine.
Yeah.
And you
It's a
know
word. I
because
say it a lot.
and procedurally generated, a lot of it looks a little bit samey.
Yeah.
I mean, I just got very turned around and lost and confused and stuff. So that was, but I guess that's kind of
Kinda
what
the-
minds are like.
Yeah.
So we were, having a good time because we were, a bunch of friends mining and doing dwarf shit.
Full
and
max?
It was just getting to 8.
Oh, cool.
We were playing with 5.
Yeah.
We were just getting to the point where I was starting to feel,
What?
How magical is lighting in video games?
yeah. There's little like a bit like what's Rock and Stone? Rock and Stone. What's that game?
That is Deep Rock Galactic.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can throw like crystal flares down
Yeah,
into
yeah.
spaces and stuff, and
That's amazing.
What's Rock and Stone?
Rock and Stone. yeah.
That's what they do. We got there.
Rock and Stone. And so for a long time you feel like you're in these tight tunnels that all look kind of the same, and then you'll just stumble upon this massive open cavern or a place where light is filtering through from like cracks in the top of the mountain and little things are growing in the light and stuff like that, and that's really exciting. And then you come across big kind of impenetrable magic walls that you can't get through and you have to find a way around. I was just getting to the point where I was just like, is that all there is? When we arrived at this massive open elven expanse, and it was just
Hell.
so exciting. As a group of us to have been like mining for ages and trying to find our way through tunnels and stuff like that, to enter this new area that was so green and so different from everything we'd done, had those beautiful deer thing that Thorandil rides with the epic
Yeah,
horns
right.
were kind of grazing, and there was elvish flowers and structures and things
underground
and
in like a cool
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
vibe
but
that's
like
all
with kind of God rays
speckled
filtering
light,
through
yeah.
light from above and stuff. It was just really spectacular. And then there was a
trees.
massive cavern with a big like fuck off giant forge inside that we could make like cool elven armor and dwarven armor from. And we had to kind of find
an elven forest and in here a fuck off forge.
yeah. And we had to find different parts of the forge to be able to make it to work and stuff like that. And,
Cool.
and then raid
That sounds really
a
cool.
goblin camp. Yeah. So it,
Crystal Descent, all this blue stuff. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So it's I played it for just long enough to know that there is
Well, that's like the important thing about
enough
it.
to keep you going
Yeah.
Yeah.
exploration wise.
I feel like even in Valheim, it's like, well, actually, Valheim's a little bit different because it kind of just is pretty samey until you go up to the mountains, which is ages into the game.
Yeah.
But a lot of survival games are about kind of that drip feed of biomes, because that's what the challenge is built around. Is like, Terraria does it by having verticality, right? The deeper you get, that's where you into the tier 2 stuff, you might encounter some more dangerous biomes, and then tier 3 below. So like structuring the same thing into a 3D game makes a lot of sense, but you don't want to find the tier 4 thing right at the start of the game and just see everything straight away.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
about
It's a drip
experiencing the almost monotony of
Yeah.
doing the same thing so many times and then cracking through a wall and going, oh shit.
Yeah, which is why it's a game that's best played with friends, because
Yeah.
you're kind of like chatting and helping each other, and you hear, you break off into separate groups, and then one group gets set upon by wolves or whatever,
Set
and then
upon.
you have to go and help them out. Well, another group has found something else, and you make progress quickly when you're in a group.
Yep.
And you help each other obviously progress. The enemies obviously scale, but it's really fun. But
Sorry, go on.
and yeah, it's other games that I've played that are similar, like Core Keeper. It's so addictive because there is always the chance of something just around the other corner.
Yeah.
And with that comes obviously new materials, new gear, and it just fuels you into the next kind of obsessive run.
So is it probably more? It is more exploration driven than like being touted as a survival game. Like how strong are the survival mechanics?
We haven't done much building yet.
Yeah,
particularly because those structures exist already. Like we keep coming every time we enter an area that we're like, okay, we should probably stop and put some beds down. There's always like an existing structure that we can kind of manufacture into a temporary spot, which I think is good because it keeps you moving. And I think this is a game that is designed to keep you moving.
Yeah,
whereas
cool.
I feel like Valheim and other games like this, you typically will set up a base and then you'll travel out from that base and always
Keep
return
coming
to
back,
it.
yeah.
Whereas this is like we're making lots of little bases and camps and things along the way as we progress through the mine. And so far we haven't felt like we've needed to stop and put down roots anywhere yet.
It's
which
encouraging
is cool.
you to dig too deep.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
keep
Delve
going.
too
And
greedily.
again, I'd say like, I'm really keen to check this out. Like one of my favorite gaming memories is still as basic as it is, Minecraft, digging and feeling claustrophobic as you just put a torch, and then suddenly you break into a cavern that's procedurally generated, but my brain still thinks it's natural, and I still think this is amazing. And to have that on a visual scale that has some like fidelity and a sort of polish to it like this, I feel would take it to a whole other level. Because just that sense of discovery, just unless it happens when it happens in a procedural space, it feels so much more wondrous to me than a designed room that I meant to discover it this way.
And I think even though it is like procedurally generated and it's a mining game, it's actually quite like linear in how it's structured. Like
Which
it's
is
not,
smart.
It's not like Core Keeper or even I guess Deep Rock to an extent where you can just dig into any wall.
Yeah,
it's actually
sure.
there's only a very narrow type of wall that you can actually dig through. It's more about just exploring passages and tunnels that are already there.
Which makes sense, so it feels cinematic. It feels lived in and real to a sense, because otherwise it is just going to feel, as you said, like an algorithm's just put ore and
it's
wood in places.
procedurally generated in that kind of grid format rather than a sprawling world like a Valheim or a Core Keeper that just kind of like multiplies outwards from a central point. It's like it's taking you in a, maze-like direction, but it's still a specific direction.
Yeah, it's really clever. I've not seen anything quite like it.
Yeah, it's
And
really
to have
cool.
Lord of the Rings attached to it. I know it's not reviewing like super well. There's some people who are like, oh, it doesn't look good enough or whatever. But look, I think it's 7s and 8s, which is a solid game.
I think there are people who just expect an action game out of Lord of the Rings licensing.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, this isn't the kind of game I want. I'm like, yeah, but you don't know that. Play it, and you might discover the joys of the Lord of the Rings universe that isn't just being the hero and carving up orcs.
Totally, and and it's good to hear that you, as someone who plays a lot of survival games with friends, are enjoying it, because that's who it's for.
Well, yeah, I'm also just used to survival games not looking great. Like not. I mean, Valheim is probably one of the best looking ones, and it achieves that by being so low poly and its like design. Whereas I think when they try to go to, like, I think Ark is really one of the ugliest.
Sure.
Yeah.
And because they try to go to high def with their graphics, and it just ends up just awful.
Yeah.
I think you do the game a service by trying to keep it a little blockier and lo-fi,
Stylized
and
in a way,
and then just putting personality into it.
Yeah.
So to me, I think it looks cool.
Me too. Yeah, I think it looks really good.
That even just the singing mechanic, I'm dying to see what that's
it's
cool.
Really, it's really
I love
fun.
that.
Yeah, it's a good time.
I should really play fantasy games this year. I feel like I've missed out. and like I feel like the top 3 games, it's like Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate. Probably not this, but it's in there. I feel like the I'm not anti-fantasy.
Baldur's Gate,
I
I
feel
think
like
you
I'm
would
missing
love.
out. Yeah.
I think you'd really get a kick out of Baldur's Gate. Just because it's just great storytelling and it's a lot of personality, and I think you would enjoy that aspect of it.
Let's do it. Let's hit download. What'd you hit download on, Pete?
I hit download on Teleforum, which is a little horror experience playing in the what is called, and I was not fully aware of this, but the analog horror, which is Blair Witch, things that are like a horror stories attached to like analog medium, and this is a found footage game basically. You play as a camera operator. Your entire experience is looking through the camera and you work for a network, and you have a reporter with you, and the reporter is leading you through what they're trying to uncover, a mystery. And I don't want to talk too much about this game because you finish, and even how to describe this. you basically can see everything in about 50 minutes.
Okay.
And it's not found footage. It is a digital camera, and it's a 3D rendered space.
Yeah.
It looks like there's maybe some photogrammetry stuff going on,
yeah.
and there's the characters. When you interact with them, still it's all quite basic. But it is. Again, how do I talk about it without spoiling it? There's a death. You are investigating the mysterious circumstances around the death, and you go to interview the spouse of the person that died, and it turns out that they were watching a tape in the lead up to their demise, and so. It's all then tied back to the fact that you're a camera operator and your camera's playing up, and mechanically it's making choices in a which corner do I want to poke my head around? Do I want to pursue the thing that
No, none of them. These are all the answers you should be saying.
do I want to pursue what the reporter is encouraging me to pursue, or do I want to follow my own lead? It's really narrow. And you'll find dead ends.
So you're playing the cameraman and the reporter is with you?
Yeah, the reporter is just beside you.
Voicing you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hero the cameraman, as they should.
Do you identify with this, Pete, because I switched to my camera on reflex and I realized how ridiculous I look? Because of how many times your camera broke last week.
Yeah, that maybe. I didn't think about that. My camera is it's done its duty. It's hundreds of hours of film and thousands of hours, really. And it's traveled all around the world, and we're on a shoot the other day, and 2 parts of it broke on the same day. But it's still going. So yes, maybe I was subconsciously like, oh man, I feel this. But it's appropriately eerie, moody. It's not horrific. There's no jump scares. And it's not ever graphic, but it is a
mood.
Really uncomfortable the whole time. And so that 45 minutes of game, I spent about an hour and 10 playing it because I was like trying to find all of the. It's a little bit
Trying
of
to get all the coverage.
I know. I was like,
every angle.
Get
I
more
gotta get this
B-roll.
B-roll. God damn it. Yeah, there's a bunch of things you can interact with that then you can interview about when you get into that interview portion. So there's bits of narrative that you can't get on a single playthrough. So I kind of jumped back in and tried to explore a bit more. And I really don't think we should show much more, and I really don't think
I haven't seen much so far.
Oh, well, I know. Yeah, you can see the next space maybe.
You said it was 50 minutes?
Yeah, and it's free. It is a free download on Steam.
That doesn't give you a lot to talk about if it's 50 minutes.
No, totally.
50.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Yeah. And because it is, and again, I don't want to say how the mechanics of it work, because that's what's interesting for the time that the game is running. But yeah,
are there multiple endings?
Yes. I was like, do I feel safe saying that? Yes.
Head towards the trash bags. Don't head towards the trash bags.
I chose to head towards the trash bags on my first playthrough.
Renegade.
Yeah.
Let's go get footage of trash bags.
And so it actually becomes interesting the more times you play it, because of the different decisions you can make, and knowing from a timing perspective.
So it encourages multiple playthroughs.
Yeah, the purpose of the game is to play it enough to see everything.
Okay.
But there are barriers in the way of seeing everything in a single playthrough. There are barriers in the way of doing the same thing from something you've already done in a previous playthrough, that kind of stuff. So
I love that, because you don't want to spoil things. You're just boiling it down to now explaining how games work. It's like, which totally justifies.
He's like a politician. It's just like, will this be going into the budget? Well, the thing about budgets is we just want to be able to
answer your question with another question.
When you make the purchase of the game, it's free, but you still get an email saying thank you for your purchase. And then when you launch the game, you find it in the library under installed games. That's how I filter my game library.
Great.
And then it's a button that says play. You click that, it launches you straight in.
But you could not click it as well.
You could not click it as well. That's part of the game.
You could uninstall.
I filter my games by month.
Oh,
that's
like
clever.
by like install month.
Yeah.
Oh,
because it's-
install month, not recently played.
There's recently played at the top,
Okay.
but then everything else is like the like
Okay,
order in
that's
which
cool.
I
Fun.
installed it,
That's
which
better.
is
That's
which is
cool.
like super great because
I have favorites in alphabetical, and it's a nightmare.
alphabetical. No,
I have one I'm playing, and then I uninstall it.
I've
I don't
already
have a
played.
library.
Which is still just sitting there.
it's I highly recommend it. It seems crazy,
Monthly.
but it's like all of the stuff that you kind
You
of
simply
is
must
recently in your
try.
mind is there at the top.
Yeah. Oh, and great point. Easy choice for Halloween night. Yeah, totally. If you're interested in that stuff at all, if you get a kick out of Blair Witch,
Games.
Blair Witch, and
Yeah, the lo-fi stuff. All the like kind
creepy
of
vibe stuff. Even so, I reckon you would
back rooms.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing
exactly.
that you played.
And I also like that it's short because I find my only issue with these kinds of games is my attention span, and it's hard for me not to be doing something else while I'm playing it and then
Yeah.
like losing interest because it's not engaging enough. So if it's short, then I can persevere with that.
Cool.
Nice.
And then it looks like Wreck, which was a Spanish film
I
that then
believe it was
got
Spanish, yeah.
turned into Quarantine, or the
Yeah.
other way around. Maybe it was Quarantine first, then it was Wreck. But it was a foreign film about being stuck in a
watched
building
both.
while they're stuck in the building as a found footage film as they're being quarantined, and there's a zombie in the building.
Just that. Sorry,
No, that was it.
that first shot of the
There's zombie in the building.
That's a weird sentence.
that first shot of the elevator buttons just made me want to reach for my hand sanitizer like
Yeah.
that instant. I was
Going
like,
in there with the
oh,
elbow.
that
It's
was
just like,
grimy
yeah.
as fuck.
Cool.
Sick. Well, Peter Man, Teleforum.
Teleforum.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Teleforum.
That's a funny
barely
selection
met
of
him,
words.
Man.
Man.
Peter Huffman.
Mine's Moria for you.
Yeah.
And a little bit of Wonder.
Return to Moria.
Return to Moria.
Yeah,
Only
right.
that I
Return
keep
to the
getting that
Mines
wrong.
of
I've been calling it Mines of
Yeah.
Moria all week. But
Return to
it's
Moria.
Lord of the Rings Return to Moria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we've been there before.
I certainly have Mario Wonder.
That's it.
And I played Spider-Man.
2.
Also,
Welcome
There's some
back.
ads.
welcome back.
There's a bear in there.
Best rate. Best rate.
If you're a business that does online business online, then your online business needs Nicritex. But don't take my word for it. Fuck. Meet Nicritex.
By utilizing carbon-bonded tritonic RAM processing nodes in conjunction with cutting-edge peer-to-peer pseudo-random phased accelerated digital intermodulation, we are raising synthesized phase noise efficiencies by 300%. We recoupled decoupled semiconductor modules using open-source RX oscillating nanoharmonic quantum discriminators that bypass traditional hardwired XML circuits to allow optimal backend SSL multi-byte enable the BIOS process.
You can't prove that doesn't make sense, so upload Nicritex to your servers today. Oh shit, he's getting in mine. Oh shit, no.
Audio Jungle.
Four years ago, Cure Cancer embarked on a new journey with you, the gaming community, to change the world for the better.
Back then, we knew the potential for the gaming community to change the world for better. But what we didn't know was the incredible impact you would all have in supporting our mission to kickstart bright new ideas to cure cancer.
It all started with amazing partnerships with people who believed in this mission, like the teams at Generosity and PAX.
Partnerships like these are awesome for a variety of reasons.
But what they do best is showcase what kind of incredible achievements can be reached when we work together.
And these early partnerships inspired the team at Cure Cancer to do more with the gaming community. So, Game on Cancer was born.
Since then, the Game on Cancer community has grown into the thousands.
With creators, communities, brands, and partners of all shapes and sizes, all working towards our shared mission.
And the support from you, the community, has been nothing short of phenomenal.
Hundreds of creators have joined fundraising campaigns like Holiday Spectacular.
Thousands of gamers across the country have donated to Cure Cancer at events like DreamHack, Supernova,
and PAX.
Superhero streamers around the world have assembled together to do their part.
And there are more than a few of you proudly repping your Game On Cancer merch as well.
Today, we want to acknowledge and celebrate you, the Game on Cancer community, as we reach an incredible milestone.
Thanks to your incredible support and the generosity of your communities.
Together, Game on Cancer has raised more than $1 million for groundbreaking cancer research. From all of us here at Cure Cancer, and on behalf of the brilliant cancer researchers that you've supported,
thank you for supporting Cure Cancer.
Thank you for volunteering your time and energy to our charity.
Thank you for fundraising with us over the past 4 years.
And thank you for joining us on our shared mission. Together, we know we can cure cancer.
Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen and friends. We had ads there from Dolphin Pants and Z, one of my favorites from Z. And we also had the ad for Nigrotex, and you would have seen the Cure Cancer celebrating making $1 million.
Wow.
That's cold hard
huge.
cash, that is. Not the only one that can look cool around here, Josh. Hey.
All right.
Yeah, that's
No,
amazing.
oh, sorry.
$1 million.
$1 million, it's huge. We did get sent by the team at Cure Cancer or Game on Cancer that Back Pocket has raised, so from the generosity of yourselves, $45,000 as part of that.
Nice.
It's huge. So this goes all the way back to the 2021 holiday spectacular. There was $8,600. The Superhero Streamers season 22 team. So everyone who participated in that under Back Pocket, there was $3,500 there. Gus did City to Surf. He ran for money.
I ran for money.
We've been lucky enough to collaborate with Bethesda and Game on Cancer for Redfall and Starfield.
Yep.
And there's been like $11,000 that came out of that. And the big ticket item.
Peter and I have tortured ourselves for those ones in sweaty space suits and wigs.
I do Starfield. I do Starfield again tonight. After this, I loved that. But the big ticket is the pins. There were $21,000 worth of Scotty pins sold.
Amazing.
Wow.
And you can still. Oh, there she is!
Oh,
she did it!
She has the power to cure cancer just herself, doesn't she?
I think she does.
No, that's smell it. That's dogs.
Sure. Yeah.
They can smell. Yes.
They just can't tell us. It's kind of
What's
cruel.
the worst superpower ever? Yes, and those pins are still for sale. You can buy a Scotty pin on the Game on Cancer website.
And why wouldn't you?
So if you want to keep contributing, we do have some in the studio, which I believe Gus is running to get right now. Oh, he's going to pin. He's going to pay. Yes, you can still purchase one if you go to the Game on Cancer website, and it will still contribute to, obviously, the amazing work that the Cure Cancer team do. And you move back further. Yeah, because they'll be in focus. Nice. Look at them.
There they are. Designed by Ruby.
Designed by Ruby for the people.
For the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
A play on the meme with the dog with the cigar.
That's the one.
Queries?
Queries.
Yeah.
But with a $100 Australian note, obviously for fundraising.
For cancer.
With an avocado, I believe. And it's designed with a little Aussie note, so it's very
very cute.
I bought that one at PAX, and there was one of a little fairy bread koala, which was very cute.
That was the drop bear that they did the year before.
Yeah.
And then this year they also had the 2 wombats in the ice cream cone.
Oh, that was cute as well. Oh my
All
gosh.
cute pins, but all for a good cause as well.
Yeah, and I mean, what a wonderful way to contribute. You get something super cool, and so much of it, the proceeds go to,
Yeah.
all the proceeds go to curing cancer.
Yep.
I don't know that's for a fact, but I'm pretty sure that's a fact.
Well, the thing we
I
do
said
know...
all the proceeds, but maybe like 3 cents goes to someone who works for Cure Cancer. Again, I don't know. I'm not saying that happens.
We do know, on a slightly serious note, we do a lot of work with Cure Cancer, and we do know that they pioneer a lot, like research towards a lot of the rarer cancers as well as the more traditional ones as well.
It's hard when you don't have a fashionable cancer. Breast
That's it.
cancer gets a lot of attention with its pink ribbon.
Yeah.
Bowel cancer struggles.
And the word breast.
And the word breast.
Yeah, I think that gets a lot of attention as well.
Bowel
They had
cancer
to be cured.
struggled, and brain cancer, I think, also.
Yeah. But there's tons, and we spoke to the researchers, and a lot of that money goes towards helping them pioneer in those areas which don't get a lot of attention, which then can lead to bigger discoveries in more traditional cancers. Traditional's a weird word to put there. More if you're recreational cancers, but it's all going to all good cause, and they work bloody hard.
It throws a plate on the ground after it forms. Great cancer.
Need poop pins for bowel cancer. Oh yeah, I'd get one.
I think the reason people don't talk about bowel cancer is, and I've had bowel cancer in my family, so I'm terrified of getting it. Everyone's terrified of bowel cancer.
Yeah.
It sounds the worst because it's poo related.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the worst is the one that kills you the fastest, which is
lymphat.
Anything in the lymph.
Anything in the lymph nodes, but they're all scary. They're all all being worked towards a treatment.
The point being, thank you so much for your contributions. You are helping a great cause, and we'll stop talking about bowels now.
Please.
Because beat. I want to talk to you about Pocket's business partner, Tim. Timothy Chu, for your generalist technology services, software development, analytics services, bespoke AR and VR experiences, or Twitch integration. Timothy Chu might just be the one to chew.
You might also want a generic AR experience or VR experience, but he does offer the bespoke one. And I think that's a real plus. Like, if you want to go for your generic one, you're just like, I need a VR experience. I need the screens in front of me, your basic hands, your like strange white-walled room. That's your generic one. But if you want a bespoke one, if you want that AR to VR experience to really like represent you as an individual, Timothy Chu is the way to go.
I would like a AR or a VR experience to experience the world as Scardy, and you just see her little paws.
You know what you see? Pete's leg.
Yeah, that's true.
And just humping it.
Just humping it. Just
humping it. No.
Okay. There you go. I imagine with the MetaQuest 3 at the moment, Timothy Chu's the right person to talk to if you're looking for a lot of AR stuff, because that's the huge push they're going with that. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Timothy, if you're in the chat, let us know how things are going with the MetaQuest 3. Business booming?
Tell us about your favorite AR build. Drop it in the chat. And you can send inquiries to atimothy@atimothy.xyz. That's A-Y Timothy.
Is that little rat? Can we see the slide one last time?
He's gonna do it.
There you go. Awesome. Map you home. We need to work on your sales pitch because that sounds kind of terrifying, but he'll map you home and do it for you. That's as bespoke as it gets. I was just looking at the little AR mouse at the top, which came from the original cartoon, who's just in an AR world of cheese on the top of that headset. It's having a great old time.
That's beautiful.
That's bespoke cheddar, that is.
Hey. All right. We should get on with our next segment, which we call...
I was not with you for most of it, but I'm there, yeah.
No, I want you to do the rest of it.
That is all of it.
Let's go!
Now that I'm listening to it, you were actually pretty spot on.
That was fucking spot on.
Yeah, I would say pitch
about?
perfect.
I'd like next time for Pete to bring out the little thing the acapella do. Now it's time for... 1, 2, 3. We haven't done this in a while.
No.
We've not done this in a while, and that's because we are the pocket leaguers of Back Pocket.
And Ruby.
Ruby's not... Ruby can fuck right off.
And she has.
If you're watching...
She said, I don't want to be in the episode. I'm going to fuck right off. And we said, that sounds like something she'd
but
say.
next year, obviously, we got to get Ruby in. We got to get Josh in.
Yep.
It's going to get spicy when Ruby gets in on it.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. But I have a feeling that Ruby will pick Ruby games.
Yeah. But she'll also orchestrate a whole system of like review scores and system setups that come through her and her friends to these strange, obscure indie games about it'll be dead dogs in a weird machine, and it'll be like, oh, you played the ghost or something, and it gets 100, and we're like, God damn it, Ruby.
It'll be like I was on a panel for reviewing primary school games out of the northern part of Western Australia.
Northwest Australia.
Just Broome. And at a Broome high school, and I gave it a 10.
Yeah. She's going to fuck us up.
That's the score. Ruby games absolutely do rock. Absolutely
well, actually, if a game was not played by many people...
Did it even exist?
But those people scored it high...
That's it.
Yeah. Totally,
yeah.
Win.
That's a win. She's not... And we're fine for now.
Yep.
Okay.
We're
safe for now.
But next year we're in trouble.
Yeah.
And this segment is brought to us by Middle K.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Middle C.
It's such a clean read.
It's such a clean.
Good.
It's so clean, the line, isn't it? So I'm going to read to you the lyrics from a song in the key of C. I have a feeling we've done this song before because we're getting to that point.
Yeah.
There are only 12 songs in the key of C,
we
apparently.
can just now change the segment to be their lyrics from a song. Right?
That's true.
We've been doing that the whole time.
They've never actually been. Game on Cancer just rated. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
We were just talking about you. Oh my goodness.
How was
what a surprise.
They were playing the Pigeon Mafia game.
Oh, cool. That's what I know it as. I'm so sorry I can't remember the name.
I know.
There's the pin.
There's the pin.
There's the pin.
But it's by the team at Hojo.
Yep. Hojo Studios.
But I can't remember the name of the game because
thinking
it's the Pigeon Mafia game.
Who are you talking to?
It's
not that.
It's
Pigeon Mafia.
Feathered something.
The Godfeather.
The Godfeather.
Yes.
The Godfeather.
I was like, it's a play on words.
Thank you so much.
Who are you talking to? That's my Mafia.
Who are you talking to? Are you talking to me? Who? If not me, who? Okay. The lyrics from a song.
Please,
let's do it.
Arguably in the key C, minor.
So not.
I'm getting more specific. Oh, this is C major, C minor. That's still C.
Oh my God. Say it.
I know where you hide, alone in your car. Know all the things that make you who you are. I know that goodbye means nothing at all. Come back and makes me catch her every time she falls, yeah. If you need a hint, it's by one of the worst, most obnoxious bands of all time, and more specifically of like the mid-noughties through to the mid-10s.
I tuned out of music then, especially from the
that
stuff.
Sounds like I would know it.
Yeah, you would. You're going to know the song. Everyone's heard the song.
I don't recognize those lyrics.
Or is that it?
The album is a certified classic. Middo. No.
Has it got a really obvious chorus?
No.
No.
It is. I don't have more lyrics because I just copied that.
Do you know the chorus?
Yeah. I don't mind spending every day.
I don't mind spending every day
At your feet. Yeah, that's what.
No.
In my head. I had it.
in the pouring rain. Different song.
No, that's the song. That's the song.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's
And
called
she
that.
will be loved.
That song. By Maroon 5.
Maroon 5.
Maroon 5.
Oh, they are obnoxious.
Obnoxious, just
I drove
trash.
from miles
Just trash.
and miles. Oh my God, it all clicked.
Yeah. It is all inside you.
That's the name of their second album.
That was the name of Adam Levine's
Text chain with the
text
girl that
chains,
wasn't
yeah.
his wife.
Just let it all be inside you.
That was She Was Just Loved. The other song.
E flat major counts as C now?
Yeah.
Yes.
It does, yeah.
E flat major is also C. And yeah, we're going to ditch the C part. We're just going to be calling middle C middle. Or mid. I know that's a diss now.
Yeah.
Sucked in. Language changes and
What's
you can't
the
keep up.
segment again?
The segment is let's go.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's all right.
You left me hanging.
You just gave him a clean sting for next week.
Okay.
So
the point of this segment is that at the start, for people who maybe are unaware, at the start of the year, we all picked a slate of games that we thought would review well this year in a bit of a bid off. So we didn't just pick 5 that we liked. We were bidding in a bit of a snake pick, and we found that we landed with. Oh well, we can reveal all of it, right? Because we're going to reveal more.
Yeah.
So we've added. We've had 6 games that have been added since we last looked at the card. Let's have a look at the update here.
Holy moly!
but we're 2 games shy of everything being revealed, so we can call it at this point.
That's a lot of Patreon original red.
Yeah, it's just Steph who has the Avatar game to come.
Which could be a good hit.
Gus is locked, and did any of us do the maths? Let's not do it until Steph's game gets picked.
Yeah.
Hey,
we'll pretend it's still open.
Imagine if
Don't do it.
Imagine if I won, you guys.
Don't
Imagine
bother.
if I won.
We'll do it. We don't want to know right now. Clearly Gus has won.
Yeah.
So the first game that we'll pull out of this is Will's first pick, which is Marvel Spider-Man 2. Eurogamer said that it was a little simple and a little overstuffed, still above all a game of immense charm and fluid freeform style. So as Eurogamer gave it a 4 out of 5. IGN says it delivers Insomniac's best tale yet, and despite its open world falling short, is a reliably fun superhero power trip. 8 out of 10, and GameSpot gave it an 8 out of 10 as well. We can see that OpenCritic total is 91%.
It's not bad.
That's massive. It's
pretty huge.
Is that... No. Okay. That's like, mid to high, looking at what everyone else has as well.
There's some 90s in there as well.
Do you feel a bit sheepish having given it your critique in the play?
Miro Gamer would not have gone that high.
Yeah,
but,
fair enough.
No, I see it. It's also a Sony first party. It was always going to be hitting those.
There's a lot of people who spend a lot of money on those PlayStation 5s that they're still waiting to dust off and do something with outside of like Returnal. And they're like, great, I got a reason to play
this game.
We're taking first reserve as well.
Yes.
Yeah, quickly remind me how this works again.
So you've got Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Resident Evil 4, Street Fighter 6, and PGA Tour. Because the Plucky Squire isn't coming out this year, Pikmin 4 gets subbed in.
Yeah.
It's because the reserves are in order.
That's what I forgot last time. Yes. Okay, now explain to me why Little Peter is peeking out behind my PGA Tour.
Because I said, so that was I can't remember what it's called. Counterpick.
Yeah.
Oh, the
we each had a counterpick where we could say, this is going to be the lowest scoring game in your selection.
So you've got that right.
So I got some points. I think we said we get 5 bonus points if we pick if we get a proper counterpick.
Right.
So I successfully did a counterpick on yours.
Yep.
Steph successfully counterpicked on Telltale's The Expanse, which is a travesty. Gus, Atomic Heart.
No. Because Destiny 2.
Destiny 2 is lower.
Yeah. So no.
So I didn't get bonus points for
I'm
that.
so sorry. I thought they were on there because they succeeded.
No, they were just
on there, still on there. Yeah, okay. So Destiny 2 Lightfall was lowest pick, unless Avatar game is lower than 71, which is probably unlikely. However, Assassin's Creed Mirage, let's jump to that. 77, not a huge scoring Assassin's Creed game. I expected it to do better.
Yeah.
IGN gave it 8. The back-to-basics approach is a successful first step in returning to the stealthy style that launched this series. PC Gamer gave it 77. It isn't the triumphant return to glory that I'd hoped for, but it's a good first stab. Well done, PC Gamer.
Love it.
And GameSpot were really harsh. They gave it a 6. Its focus on social stealth and detective work makes for a compelling dive into 9th century Baghdad. And then obviously went on to say some horrible things about it because they gave it a 6. And that sentence was pretty positive.
That was pretty good.
That's too low.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah?
I finished it. I loved it.
So
I thought
you still
it was
playing?
so fun.
I will still play it. Yeah, for sure. I haven't had time to get back to it. I haven't had time to get back to it, but it's like
No, fair enough.
It's it's my kind of single player thing that I want to kind of keep.
I feel like 77 is too low, and it's riding on that. Hey, we're rolling back to something we've done before. We're simplifying. We've overcomplicated our games, or we've stretched too far, and so we're now going to a more dense. I think that should be celebrated. I think that should have a higher
and
score.
they were totally like, this is the game we set out to make and
Yeah.
delivered on that. So I don't understand why people.
I'm a little bit on the fence about it. It's definitely the pitch of Mirage is exactly what I want out of Assassin's Creed. I'm not interested. I won't say hate because I actually think they're still solid games, but I'm not interested at all in playing Valhalla for 100 hours. Like, I'm just not going to do it. So Mirage is leaning back towards Assassin's Creed 2. And, I think we still agree that Black Flag is the greatest Assassin's Creed game. It's just a delight.
It's a really, really good pirate game
that has
and
Assassin's
it's
Creed
probably the third best Assassin's Creed game.
No, that's true. That's true. Because I think
my favorite in the series.
Yeah, it's my favorite time I've had.
2 is still my favorite.
I think 2 is a brilliant game.
I'm playing Rogue still at the moment. Loving it.
Rogue is
Rogue is great.
Awesome.
I'm playing it on Switch.
Will it? Really?
Yeah.
That's actually probably that's probably okay.
Sure, he's
That's
Irish.
probably okay for you.
Play on Switch.
He's like his name is like Seamus O'Hara or something. But Mirage to me, because it's in the engine of Valhalla, doesn't feel like it's been built for purpose. It feels like it's been built as an open world RPG. It's an open world RPG feel in a tiny box. And while I think that's a better gameplay experience, ultimately, it still doesn't feel like
ground up.
It still doesn't feel like a great stealth game. You know, if Splinter Cell came out and felt like Assassin's Creed feels like, I'd be very disappointed. I think Assassin's Creed gets by on it being a colorful, bright, and fun by design game. So I don't think it's a great stealth game.
I'm still playing along often the Ubisoft streams and having a great time playing it. But in terms of how mechanically it plays, I feel like I did it on a stream. I literally ran around and played the way I would play a stealth level, which is just kind of take advantage of how easy it is to just hit a button to assassinate and bounce between people. And it didn't feel particularly like it was good game design. It just felt like it had set up a bunch of pieces for me to knock over and have fun while I do it. And I would say to add to that, there is the addition of that like teleport to kill people, which is I'm okay with the disintegrating daggers that you can throw at people and their bodies disintegrate. That could work, maybe, I don't know. But teleporting between people feels
I do adore.
It's fun to do.
No, but I adore the developer justification for it, because they were like, we designed it and we were like, this is just so fun. It doesn't make sense until someone put up their hand and said, what if it's just that Basim he moves so quickly that the Animus, which is what you're experiencing, it can't render how quickly he was able to execute that. Like, because he was moving
Kevin, promotion, corner
totally,
office.
It was like subconscious action, so it wasn't recorded properly. Which is a cool idea.
And the fix is make it blue. If
Yeah,
it's blue,
yeah,
it looks like it's
Probably the
Animus.
best use of the Animus since it got invented in the game. So.
I like it. I feel like transported back to why I fell in love with Assassin's Creed, which I think is what it was setting out to kind of capture. And I don't mind that it's a bit easier. I think it just means that you're kind of getting through it faster. It's hard. I don't understand if our gaming habits have collectively changed, because there is a version of me that would 100% play through all of Valhalla and love it. It's just not my life right now. And I can't tell if it's collective gaming habits that are shifting away from that or if it's just me personally.
It's a bit of both.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yep.
What else?
There's still quite a few games. Let's jump to, most of them are mine. I just happened to pick games that came out at the end of the year. We'll knock off another one. Let's talk about Starfield. One of the tentpole game releases coming into this year that everyone was kind of like rally behind. It definitely launched with a lot of hype and received some backlash and some I think some totally reasonable criticism for what it is versus what Bethesda games have been in the past.
Is that a comment on just the hype cycle or how something is sold? Like, because it did well out of the gate. Initial response was strong. People were still excited. They rode that through. Then through getting to mid to late game, and just, I'm not saying the game is suffering later in that stage, but just when that wears off, that score comes down a little bit. And I just wonder how much that is people tiring into a gameplay style.
I think it's a little bit also the same conversation of like people's gaming habits having changed a bit.
Yeah.
And whereas before people would have persisted with a Bethesda game for the joy of being in the world, now it's like there's always something else for people to kind of move to.
Yeah.
Because games are just becoming more and more accessible. It's hard to hold people's attention in a game like that through its full duration. Which is sad because it really shines as a living, breathing world, I guess.
That's true. Like when Skyrim comes out, there's maybe 2 or 3 other moorishly large games that you could be playing, if even that. So that is like a feast for people. And right now we're gluttons on like open world. So it's like, do I have time for Starfield? Maybe not.
Yeah. And particularly because, and like I've said this on the show, Starfield is like it plays like a dated game. And for me, that feels like coming home in Starfield. You know, and I get like, and it's so gamey, but that engine to me is, again, so familiar, and that's really comforting to me. Whereas like I could look at Spider-Man 2 and have the same criticism and feel the exact opposite. Where I go, Spider-Man 2 just feels like the most generic video game. It's got the most beautiful skin of this type of game. But it is like just an action brawler in an open world, and there's a million of them. But to someone who loves Spider-Man, they might fall on the side of going, but it's perfect because it's Spider-Man. And for me, I go, but I love this broken game because it's Bethesda's Starfield. And I adore it. But yes, it has reviewed well. The scores that as a reminder, the scores that we've put up here, they are from OpenCritic, so it doesn't take into account at all, even Metacritic, gets influenced by user ratings, so it can get, they can get review bombed and stuff. Starfield has seen a bunch of negative responses, like basically from the month mark, where even the people that were loving the game were like, the support for the game, they expected a little bit more out of Bethesda on launch, because there's been one major update and some minor tweaks, but no major fixes to kind of some of the problems that people have with the game.
They're not patching the hair onto a cat and then off again? Week to week?
They're not doing that week to week, but they're doing minor tweaks. And, I think like Bethesda have in mind the cycle of mod support is coming out next year, and that is just going to breathe a whole bunch more life into it the same way it has for Skyrim, Oblivion, and all their other games, and Fallout. Reviews...
I saw some. I mean, I don't explore mods, but the Skyrim mods that I saw just recently were like some of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I can't believe what they can do.
Yeah. And we have already seen a bunch of mods for Starfield on Nexus Mods, which is unofficially supported.
Is there a mod for ship flies itself?
I don't know. Where do you want to fly to? What do you mean?
I just find I find that really tedious.
What do you mean ship flies itself? And we don't need to get into the nitty gritty, but probably. And if there's not now, there will be. IGN gave Starfield a 7, has a lot of forces working against it, but eventually the allure of its expansive role-playing quests and respectable combat makes its gravitational pull difficult to resist. Eurogamer gave it a 3 out of 5, saying it pairs near impossible breadth with a classic Bethesda aptitude for systemic physics, magnetic side quests, and weird vignettes. But in sacrificing direct exploration for the sake of sheer scale, there's nothing to bind it together. And Game Informer gave it 8.5 out of 10, saying go in with the expectation that it will take some time to find your footing in such a vast gameplay space, and there's a universe well worth discovering here. And I feel Game Informer's, that note from Game Informer, pretty closely aligns with how I feel. It's hard to sell that.
It's kind of hard to sell that experience to gamers currently, as like you were saying, Steph. It's like, if you're not hooked in the first hour, how do you push people beyond that? And it's like, that's annoying, because sometimes a good story is about a slow burn at the start, or a mysterious opening, or just a slow opening. It ramps up, or it gets you to a point that's exciting. You can't get given everything. Spider-Man's an example. I'm like, I have too much being thrown at me in the first 40 minutes of that game. I want to gradually slip into a Spidey suit. And with something like Starfield, it's just like, but then I was like, this is so slow. I'm in a mine. I start in a cave. Jesus Christ.
It's also hard because trends across everything just keep changing faster and faster. And games like this take so many years to develop. It's like you can't even think about a developer adapting to shifting gaming habits and trends in a development cycle like that. Like it just wouldn't even be possible. Like fashion trends in clothing now happen so quickly because of social media that it's like people wear something once and then chuck it out because it's already over. Like for a developer to be like, oh, this isn't the right intro.
You need to encourage your developers to design with blinkers on, but like for upwards of 8 years, it's like how do you ignore the medium that you are creating in?
Totally,
That would be wild.
Tough.
Peter, do you want me to take one?
Sure. Do you want to do
Liza
the one
P?
you played? Oh, I was going to say...
That's the one I played.
Okay. I was going to say Forza Motorsport.
That's not on the board. I looked at it. Am I
It's right there.
It's on Will's.
Mine.
Yeah.
I'm still looking at your board.
84%.
It's because you all look the same.
There it is. I just saw it. Took me a while to say that. Cool. I'll read Forza Motorsport. I played that, and I've been going back to it sort of from time to time.
Yeah, dipping in.
But it's just like, it's a one race at a time kind of game. It doesn't have, obviously it removes the thing that the, what do you call them? The Horizon games have, which is like a drip, not a drip feed. There's a carrot on a stick on your car. And it's like, you finish that race, roll straight into the next one.
Yeah.
Whereas Forza Motorsport, it's gone back to the menus and it's the stop down between the racing is, I respect it. I just don't enjoy it. And so I find myself from time to time just being like, it's got easy put down moments for me. Are you playing any of that?
No, I'm sorry. Don't hold it down.
I got it.
No, I haven't played any, but I'm keen to. It'll be my, I think, holiday game.
Are you deleting the script?
It's gonna, just leave him. It'll be my holiday game, kind of chipping through. Because I think, was Gran Turismo this year? No, it was last year. But
Was that the start of this year?
No, I think it may have been last
Because the VR came out and
The
everyone was playing.
Didn't the movie come out?
The movie
came out this year.
Yeah.
So I'm still in GT mode, so I'll transition to Forza at the end of the year, I think.
How long a break do you need between? You're still playing GT?
No, but I've experienced
totally.
it.
He's still sitting in the.
I need 2 years.
Yeah, between hardcore
car games.
Sims.
Yeah.
It's just a car
I had
game.
Lego filled the gap, and then I'll get to Gran Turismo.
You're still sitting in the cafe at the GT track, just sipping your latte, being like, "I'll go out for a drive in a bit." But yes, up there with a total of 84%, and the reviews came in. IGN gave it 8 out of 10, said it's brimming with new features across the board, but its new RPG-inspired upgrade system feels a little like a step down. I actually really like that. It was basically you need to buy the cars with the currency and. I'm trying to work out because it's been 7 years since the previous one, but I think they're saying you're earning stats into your cars, that you're leveling them up, which I liked that it was auto-tuning and you could just do it all automatically, and it was just, you'd go up in tiers by cars. I thought that's how all races were, but people critically didn't love that. Eurogamer gave it 4 out of 5, said a generous and lavish racer, with thrilling driving that wants you for the long haul. Okay. And PC Gamer gave it 80 out of 100, saying, as mechanically polished as driving sims have ever been on a PC, stately and familiar, but finely crafted. Which is just a well-written sentence in general.
Nice.
So yeah, people give it a lot of love.
Absolutely. Do you want to go on to Liza P? Or
Sure.
have you deleted it?
No. You do expense.
I'm saving expense to last.
Was it Gus that deleted the script? What are you talking about? Why are you saying that?
I thought you'd unstrike through by adding underline. I just had underline and strike through.
It was some chaos.
It was chaos. Who had Liza P? Will, was that you? No, Pete.
I had Liza P as my second reserve, so it's not going to come into play.
82%.
And it's looking pretty likely the Kerbal Space Program's going to get pushed.
I don't think it will end up coming out this year. No.
Yeah. So I might be done. Yeah.
Liza P, on a different trajectory from Starfield, I would say. Everyone started kind of like lukewarm to like, oh yeah, this looks cool. People got excited when they saw the announcement trailer. They had a cool concept.
Yeah.
Then the beta comes out and people play it and they're like, yeah, it feels good. It feels like Bloodborne. People jump into the full release and go, still feels like the beta. I've played this before. And then people get to mid-game and end-game and they are fucking loving it. People are becoming obsessed. They're like, this is my new From game. I have put it down. I would like to get back into it. But I see people going like, it gets wilder. It leans harder into that sort of twisted, dark, grim fairy tale motif. I saw a cutscene of one of the final bosses, which I shouldn't have seen, but I looked at it and went, holy shit, this game ratchets up.
Cool.
So I'm really, I'm impressed with what I've seen that people have got to, and they say, besides maybe kind of juggling that awkward, those 3 tiers of your stats, which are like balance, demure, and puppet. I don't know. I think everything else is pretty straightforward and kind of a simplified From game. So people.
What combat style did you choose?
I went with medium.
Like balanced?
Balanced, yeah. Which I felt silly about. I was like, I should have gone with something extreme one way or the other, and I went in the middle. You did the same.
What did you choose?
You did balanced as well.
Yeah, but I only played the demo. I haven't played the game.
I did the dexterity one because I like to get out of trouble.
The whole game is fast and fast and all about dodging, and I think I like that because I'm all about dive rolling and in From games. But yeah, I've listened to a lot of podcasts where people are like, I'm still on it. The world gets more and more interesting, and yeah, it's a cool kind of spin on that whole thing. Eurogamer gave it 3 out of 5. Has strong enough foundations in its edgy tone and tweaked weapons to provide an enjoyable experience for those in need of a FromSoft fix. PC Gamer gave it 74 out of 100, saying a competent Souls-like if you can shrug off its flaws, which many people can. And IGN gave it 8 out of 10 and said might not branch out particularly far. One more time. Might not branch out particularly far from its Souls-like inspiration, but it plays that part extremely well. So it's on Game Pass, and I think I encourage people who have looked at FromSoft games from afar and thought, I don't know where to get in on that. I would say get in on Lies of P, because it's a good entry level kind of game.
Would you say it is easier
Yes.
or more approachable than most Souls
You
games?
might struggle with that first boss. I did, because I'd been rusty on From games. But everything leading up to that is, again, it's like baby's first From game again.
Okay, cool.
Not saying it's easy. It's just like ground steps. It gets you there in the way that you did in those early Dark Souls and Demon Souls.
And I would also say it's easier to get into it because there's a narrative and there are cutscenes and there's more encouraging you to stay in it as opposed to a Souls game, which is like
purposely obtuse and like surreal into a point of confusion and frustration. Whereas this is like it's like a twist on a cool story, but I can follow it.
Yeah.
Last one?
The last one, and this is a travesty. Telltale's Expanse. Steph, you're going to get some bonus points because it's my lowest scoring game, and you called it.
Did anyone else successfully pick?
I picked a
counterpick?
PGA Tour because that was obvious as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
PGA Tour scored higher than this game. It's a travesty.
And I'll say it's a shit golf game. I don't like it.
76 for The Expanse. I don't even know where to start. I'm going to start by reading this 6 out of 10 score from some fucking rag called Metro Game Central. Who's ever even heard of that shit?
What do they know?
Revoke their open critic status. Get out of here. An affectionately crafted prequel to The Expanse, which, while worthwhile for fans, fails to evolve Telltale's tired gameplay design in any meaningful manner. Piss off. Piss off. IGN gave it a 7. Not good enough. And they said, a solid addition to the Telltale roster that accurately captures its source material while falling prey to the faults of the studio's other licensed games. And Telltale. GameSpot gave it the only actual good critical review in saying, Telltale's latest story-driven adventure may be its best yet, thanks to creative environmental storytelling and a strong narrative that pulls no punches. GameSpot, 9 out of 10. That's more like it. I
Drops pad.
loved the game.
Yeah.
It's like Game of the Year contender for me for sure.
Really?
It is brilliant.
That's awesome.
It is absolutely a Telltale game by design.
Yep.
To call that tired Metro Game Central.
There's more reviews.
No, you have to chuck him that across.
You got to underline it and then delete it and then strike through.
Doesn't live update?
Not on those things.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, did you write one?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Ah.
Did you pass me that? I'll read it.
Yeah. There's one more review came in.
From Angus, Jeffrey, Bruce, Ronald. Oh no, it's from me. It says, it made my pants expanse.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Good.
To me, it was a perfect Telltale game, and Telltale have flopped in the past. This is not a Telltale game because that studio no longer exists. This is a Telltale game in name. It is the Telltale brand has been revived essentially.
Do you think these scores are coming from people who just aren't invested in the world and so failed to see the
Are they angry that they looked at all the books and went, I'm not going to read all this?
the joy of it that you found from loving the world already?
Jokes aside, there's a lot of people who love the world. Like, there's more people in that camp.
But that's why, like, if you loved the world and you found the game so fulfilling, are these scores coming from people who are just like, I don't know anything about The Expanse and this just didn't do it for me?
No, I think like the criticism that at least we have seen here is more about Telltale game design than about about the narrative that's attached to it. because like I don't think that and I am biased because I have read the books and adore them.
Audiobooks.
You threw me.
Audiobooks still count. It's fine.
I know they do.
You got a lot of hours to get through that.
How many books have you read this year?
I'm at 30 this year.
Audiobooks. Your ears must be so tired.
1.2 times as well.
Oh my god, you
Smash
monster!
them. Smash it. No, that's the way to do it. Ask anyone who audiobooks. You don't do it at 1 times. What was I saying?
I don't remember. It's fine.
No, sorry. I was thinking about it once I finished it because I was like, is it just that my bias for The Expanse affected my opinion about the game? And I definitely love the setting, and I was trying to think about like if there wasn't enough onboarding into the setting for someone who doesn't know what The Expanse is.
Yeah.
And there's potentially something in that of going like, I don't fully understand the context. But the story is small in this game. It's just about 5 characters basically interacting with each other. And as you step through those chapters, like the way that those games are structured, it's always just about how they're interacting with each other. So it's only ever connected to the chapter before and after. You don't need some broader context, but you do maybe for just being on a spaceship and going like, why am I on a spaceship? How does space work in this setting? Like, all that stuff that you might be thinking about that's distracting you from just character interaction of going like, it's weird that they wear boots that magnetize to the floor. And it's like, I don't think about that. It's just part of the dressing. So maybe there's something in that is like, that distracted some people from being actually attached to those characters, because I think that it was brilliant. Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, disappointing, but that was.
I'm just shocked by how many people side with you on reading it at a faster speed. That is.
If you spent 3 hours a day in a car, there's no better way to pass that time.
I know. I just think like the way that like that person went into that audio booth and it's like, you've got to fill 22 hours now.
To let the moments land and to give the good pacing between the dialogue, and you're just on fucking fast forward. No,
like 2 times speed's fine because it's like crazy fast and you're just plowing through it. 1.25 is that weird, unnatural kind of cadence that's kind of like, it was at that point that Kathy walked into the barn. She didn't quite know the point she was there. She reached for the knife, but at that point there was a pause and suddenly drip, blood from the top. And you're like, this isn't moody. This is weird. Why is he racing through this?
You're, like in the same way that when you read a book, you read way too quickly. Yeah. Your brain, like, billows the time back out.
No, but when you're reading, you're taking in. I mean, yes, in the sense that when you're reading, you're not reading line by line. You take in things while you're reading the line before. But like, I read sometimes when I'm really enjoying a book, I will read it as if I'm saying it out loud because I want to hear how the words sound in a voice. And I like to do that with audiobooks and let it land.
Now I picture you in bed with a book next to Pete going, like, reading it out loud. Oh, hello, I'm the shopkeep. I'm
Hermione. How do you pronounce that fucking name?
Oh, dear. You're very well read.
Pocket League.
Do we get the scores? No, we don't have to read the card up. Well, we can. Do we know who won? Did I win?
No, it's not over.
It's not over.
You fucking idiot. Stop trying to throw it. We got to revisit.
Thank you. Thank you, Josh. It's anyone's game.
It's still anyone's Pocket League.
Anyone could win.
Avatar would have to do really.
We need to do a whole other segment.
That's true.
But there's only one more game to turn over. Yeah. We'll be right back after we kill each other.
That's the wrong way. There we go. Perfect. Bye, Frosty. We're full. Yeah, I know. I'm a pro driver. Sick Day, did you see that epic move I did? Yep. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god.
What games are coming out this week? Let's find out together. You probably can't afford to live in a city, so build one for the 1% to enjoy in City Skylines 2. Gear up as Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 brings the first 3 Snake Fests to modern platforms. Will didn't see that, but I put a box back on my head afterwards. This is yet another example of Konami just trying to be Grace Bruxner. Grace, of course, the Aussie developer whose Frog Detective trilogy is also getting a collection release this week. Dwarf children will spring forth from holes in the ground! In the survival crafting game, The Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. I'm sure Balin will give us a royal welcome. Scene Investigators is a deductive reasoning game which has you looking closely for pieces of evidence to solve murders. Fans of Ghosts? Yeah. Ghost fans can check out Ghost Runner 2 and the Ghostbusters VR title, Rise of the Ghost Lord. Keep that VR headset on for the epic sci-fi Journey to Foundation inspired by Isaac Asimov. And wrapping up the week is the big one, the storytelling juggernaut returns with UFC 5. No, Alan Wake 2. Remedy's survival horror sequel is highly anticipated and will be in your sweaty, scared little hands very soon. Thank you for spending your valuable gaming time with me. I've enjoyed our time together. Continue to scroll. Bye-bye.
Every ninja knows that after a hard day at the dojo, there's only one place that can satisfy your hunger, and that's Ninja Pyru Native Barbecue. Nestled deep in the heart of the bustling Kakadu National Park, you might not see our signs, but you can smell us from a mile away. Enjoy our signature flame-grilled kangaroo burger. It may look like 2 juicy root patties with onion, tomato, pickles, and a dash of Pyru barbecue sauce on a toasted bun, but don't let your eyes fool you. This burger is 100% kangaroo. Check out our extensive menu of delicious native delicacies. Smile and throw back some of our plumptious balls of popcorn quokka. Introducing our saltwater crocodile croquettes. Take the bite back to those ancient monsters. And back for a limited time, from across the Tasman, try our exceptionally rare strips of stripy steak. Get it now before it vanishes for good. Our venue is now equipped with multiple function rooms, perfect for toddler birthday parties or CEO karaoke. So come on down to Ninja Pyro Native Barbecue today. Ninja Pyro Native Barbecue. From our backyard to your plate.
Sheriff, but I didn't hire the deputy.
Kersel's just screaming in the chat right now. That's not the words, Joshua!
The words for what?
Have you checked in your butthole? Dee-doo, butthole.
No. And I don't want to.
Where is everyone? Where is everyone? There they are. There they are. Let's land on the floor. Let's land on the floor. Gonna shoot someone in the head. Gonna shoot someone in the head.
I still don't have a gun.
I only
Liz still doesn't have a gun.
Getting shot at.
She's being shot at by others you see, but Liz doesn't have a gun.
Don't know the rest of the words to the song.
That might be one of the best things I've seen all year.
That's fantastic. Beautiful.
Oh, I love that.
That's so lovely.
What key was that in?
Yeah. What key
was it C?
Was that a key even?
Yeah.
It was. Apparently it was. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much. We saw ads there. We saw words from Sick Nate and the Fortnite Friday crew doing a musical. Wonderful work, guys. Love your stuff. Love your work.
Spontaneous musical.
Very
So
spontaneous. Very well done. The Fortnite Fridays crew playing every
fortnight.
Yeah, I think that's how that works. Very good. We also saw the game plan there, and we saw an ad for Ninja Pyro Outback Barbecue. Native barbecue. Ever so sorry for your best gaffer tape steak you can eat. We also...
That's Tasmanian tiger steak.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm terribly
It's
sorry.
real.
And we also saw an ad for the podcast there. The podcast iPod Pocket Buds.
Pocket Buds.
Pocket Buds, hosted by Ruby. New episodes every week. This week, dropping tomorrow, Ruby talks to the one and only Sam Barlow.
Actually, there are two. But you have to listen to the podcast to find out more about that.
Very good. You have to get the bonus app to find out about the second Sam Barlow. Sam Barlow, famous game developer, creator, worked on games like Silent Hill. Peter, you know more of his catalog than I do. Please help me out here.
More recent success as Sam Barlow from Her Story.
That's what I was thinking.
And most recently, Immortality.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, basically the person that's revived kind of full motion video narrative choice games. And my God, the man
can talk. If we think Ruby can talk, this put her to
Ruby doesn't talk in tomorrow's episode.
Yeah, it's wild.
He is but he's so eloquent, and it's a brilliant listen. So please
check that out.
That
Get in there, have a listen to it, leave it a review as well. That's how the podcast gets found. So if you're on your platform of choice, make sure you do give it a 5-star review. You can also, as we said, check out the bonus episode by signing up at the correct Patreon tier, and you'll also get access to all of that content at the end of the month if you're at the tier just below that one as well. But why not just sign up for that one, get yourself some extra content for your ears at the same time.
Why not?
Some good listening for the weekend, that is. All right, let's move on.
Why?
Was there anything else from the ad to talk about?
Our teenage son came back for Christmas. Come and play charades, William. Come on, your dad's playing. Come on.
Participate in the family activities,
play.
William. Everyone's very excited to see you.
You're not the same ever since you saw that Barbie movie.
Oh dear.
Well, yeah. All right, let's move on. We're going to play a game that we talked about earlier in the show, but we're going to do it in a little bit of a different way because it's everyone's favorite segment. That's right. It's challenging times. You know all our segments have sound
I know, I
effects.
keep forgetting.
Okay.
Every one of them is going to be re-rendered into the cards. after tonight.
Amazing.
So good.
Challenging Times is brought to us by Dump Days.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Dump Days, indeed. Thank you, Dump Days, for sponsoring this segment. And as we do every time we have a Dump Days segment, we look at a Dump Days comic. And Josh is going to bring one of them up for us because Dump Days is a talented artist with a penchant for bin chickens. And so here's another lovely one. He's cooked up, and I can't read it from this far away. Stephanie, you're going to play the first bin chicken. And Will, you're going to play the second one in your best bin chicken voices.
We sure are.
Steph, take it away, first panel. It's a real way to suck the fun out of a comic is to read it out
stand up in
live.
front of the TV and you can talk into
Just go right up there talking to the mic. All right, Stephanie, bin chicken one, take it away, zooming in. There it is.
Yeah, nice.
that's helping it.
You know, since all we eat is garbage, I'm so glad ibis aren't worried about body image.
Speak for yourself, bro.
Oh, someone off panel. Let's move to the next panel.
Next panel, what's going to happen?
My body image is a picture of perfect. Oh my god, this should be peas. My body image is a picture of peak perfection.
He's never been the same since he found that garbage bag full of expired protein powder on an older aerobics Oz-style VHS.
Oh yeah. Look at those guns.
Zoom in on the guns.
Look at those guns.
What a callback to.
Look at the chin. Look at the chin. The chin.
It's the Chad.
It's the Squidward chin.
Chad Ibis. What a callback to old aerobics Oz style. God, that was a classic.
Yeah.
Chad Ibis sounds like a who's White Iverson? Sounds like a song from Post Malone.
Oh,
Like
right.
if I saw
Chad
Chad Ibis on a record, I'd be like, yeah, it's a Post Malone song.
Also, props to Will throwing a voice in for an off-panel character, not knowing what's going to walk into the shot.
Sure,
You found the voice
He
before
still
you saw
was
the
there.
character.
You
yeah.
found the voice. Thank you so much to Dump Days for being one of our higher paid patrons and sponsoring our segment and sponsoring a pretty damn good one. Challenging Times is a segment where I set a challenge for the team here to complete a game in a certain amount of time or a level from that game. We've done it previously with Mario Kart. We've done it with GoldenEye. And we also did it with Jedi Survivor. That was the last one we did. We had the arena where we had to kill a bunch of battle droids.
There was a lot of that.
There was a lot of that. We'll have a look at the times.
There he is.
Not many people decided to set a time in this
No.
one, so boo to you all. But Leo Matt got up there with 1:39, and Laughing Seal close behind 1:40. Sicknay 1:40.70, so in third place. And then there's our times after that.
To be fair, this is a full-priced AAA this year game
Yeah.
versus everything else has been emulated Nintendo 64.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of like I like to link. Oh, we did Pod Racer. I forgot
We did Pod Racer, we did Modern Warfare.
That's right.
And we did,
That one.
yeah.
And this is a slightly obscure challenge level. In fact, the chat over on the Discord had to point out where to find that level as well.
of course.
So thank you to everyone who did that and was like, if you want to set a time, you have to get this far into a pretty serious game that's quite distracting.
Yeah.
But thank you for those guys setting a time. That's what we like to do here at Challenging Times. And hopefully you'll be able to play along with this one because it's a pretty well-played game and it's a well-reviewing game. In a segment I like to call... Hang on.
I warned you. I warned
I
you
know,
that it
I
was.
was trying to give him some leading. We're going to be playing Super Mario Wonder in a segment I call...
Thank you so much for playing my Challenging Times.
No. Oh, I love
Thank you so much
that.
for playing my Challenging Times.
That was amazing.
Is that you manipulating your voice?
It's a synthesizer that said it could do a Mario text to voice. So I took the start of it and just added Challenging Times, and it just came through as a generic Italian man. So I just pitch modified it, and it did not match. But it was close enough.
That's perfect.
Makes it better.
So
makes it better.
what we're going to do is... cursed. It was quite cursed. If you're playing Mario Wonder, some of the levels are, you'll see here, challenge levels. And the first one you'll come up against is the Wiggler Race, mountaineering in the plateau. It's called the something or other plateau. The Pipe Rock Plateau right at the start. Can you do the HMI switch over for me, please, Peter? This is a early level, so it's pretty upfront. Like there's no really hard skills to get around, but you are being timed and you're racing a Wiggler on roller skates, which you're going to see here. My time I've currently set is 55 seconds 95. That's the time on the screen there. So you will get a specific time for finishing the course. I'm going to give you all 3 runs.
Ooh.
First run,
That's new.
familiarize yourself with the course. Second run, have a dig at it. See how far you can get. Work out the mistakes you're going to make or you're going to try and avoid. Third run, final run, that's the time you're going to set.
Okay.
If you set a better time in one of those previous runs, you get that time.
Okay, cool.
It's
Good,
okay.
good.
That's not. I'm not going to be that harsh. But I'll give you one quick look at the race beforehand or at the track. It's pretty short, as I said, only 55 seconds if you're any good. And so
says I died 50 times in this level.
first thing I will say just quickly, for anyone who's forgotten how to play Mario games, the one thing you need to remember is the Y button is sprint. You play Mario games always holding one button down. I've always done that. And then you jump with your bottom of your thumb.
And A and B is swapped. A and B is swapped. It's even harder on that controller because it kind of is like an.
You got
like an
3
Xbox
runs.
controller.
So you see now I'm sprinting by holding it, and off we go.
Wait, is B jump?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
So right trigger
bottom
is
one.
also. Now you want to land on this stuff. Get a bit of a boost. Watch out for those guys.
Little mushrooms.
But again, if you need it, you've got right trigger. We'll give you the badge. Right trigger gives you the float badge. That's the one I was talking about earlier. Now,
float badge.
The float, so you can
That's
use the hat.
That's like low gravity.
He uses his
effectively?
hat to hover.
Hat to hover.
Hat to hover. Now I could say a
Oh,
better
no,
time.
Wiggler's trying to eat us from behind?
No, he's just trying to beat us.
Sorry, that sounded
That
awful.
was the worst way you could have said.
Oh, Wiggler.
Oh my gosh.
This little guy's a bit stressed out as well. Put in some flair, put in some...
Crazy.
Is that guy gonna kill you? Yeah.
Now, you can grab these from the top. You can drop
All the
down.
bottom, nice.
Top again. Little bum slide. Watch out. and that's how you
too
die.
bad.
I totally missed that.
That's your time.
Is there any point
Well, it's
getting
good
the
time.
coins in this situation?
Is there what, sorry?
Any point getting the coins in this situation?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's not like Mario Kart. You don't get any speed for coins.
Or the world.
Oh, now you can get a little boost there by doing that. I'm terribly sorry. I was trying to be entertaining rather than really good at games.
Yeah,
so
stop
that's why I'm not
doing
going to
that.
talk
Yeah.
when I do my stream this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is the bum slide as well, just to get a little bit of boost. Doesn't give you much speed.
What's the bum
So if
slide?
you press down
Everyone's
on a...
giving you so much
Fuck
shit.
off. If you press down on a slope, you will do...
Great demonstration, Gus.
You'll do a little bit of that.
yeah.
Okay. But if you do it like that, you'll do an incorrect... You'll waste some time doing a little... I'm showing what not to do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is your time that counts.
Okay, fine. No, my time's already up.
No. We didn't see that. You could have had your,
I did.
Your cousin come across and do that.
You had your glove on.
You had your glove
Oh,
on.
no,
at
I
home.
didn't take the speed lane.
Oh, no. What's the speed lane?
The bottom with those things.
Oh, those things. Yeah, right.
The Tony Hawk rails.
Not bad. A
There we go. That was still
58.36,
pretty
so that's
good.
Gus's
That was a
official
demonstration run.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
We'll just pass it around the horn.
Pass it around.
Yeah.
Will, you're up first.
Woohoo,
Just
Wiggler.
gonna get my glasses.
Yeah, fair.
That's a good call.
Hey, look, if you get it in 2 and you're happy, if you get a time and you don't want to move on...
Why wouldn't you take the third?
Because you might...
You don't lose the other time.
I should have made it. You do your third, shouldn't I?
All right, you can
So
do that.
remembering
You can do
that's
that.
sprint, that's jump.
You can do that if you agree that your time is 58.36.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's, yeah, right.
Okay, Will's setting up for the first run. Oh, he's gone through the gate.
TJ's
ideally.
treating you nicely.
Do watch out for those weird legume men. Whatever they are. Tall mushrooms?
They're fun guys.
Yeah,
They are fun guys.
This is smooth.
It's questionable what's actually giving you a speed boost and what's slowing you down.
Oh, the music of that is cute.
Watch out.
Oh, fun guy.
No, you're fine.
Now
But
you-
it does freeze the time.
That's true. Watch out for the spikes.
No, I'm good.
Oh,
I'm good.
Gosh. It's okay. It's his first run. He's working out the level.
I go up there.
Jump off the wall. Rookie mistake here.
Oh, rookie mistake from a person that hasn't played
I
a
had
Mario
one
game.
death. The top's good.
This is my first Mario game.
This is
Amazing.
what, really?
Yeah.
Okay, Will's at a huge disadvantage and doing very well. all
Oh,
things
we're
considered.
racing that thing. It's not gonna. It doesn't
Yeah, yeah.
damage us.
The Wiggler's
again.
just
Jump again.
around.
Jump down. Jump again. That's it. Now the only thing, watch out for the drop down here that I didn't do. Drop down.
I see.
There you go.
You still ended up beating me.
First run from Will.
Yeah.
Jump up. There you go.
Hey. Not bad.
Nice.
Not too bad.
Is that literally the first time you played Mario?
I'm trying to think if I
For
did
like-
anything for Spawn Point, and I don't think I did.
Surely not.
Well, I didn't grow up with Nintendo at all. So I think my first... Oh, maybe I played a bit of Galaxy. I think Galaxy might be the
Yeah,
one.
okay.
Oh, I thought you meant 2D. You mean Mario Total?
Yeah.
In you go.
That's craziness.
That one.
So that was your first run. I reckon you can get a decent time here. As with all the challenging time segments, we highly encourage you guys to, if you have this game at home, grab the mushroom before you go any further.
Yeah.
You do definitely want that.
Thank you, Liz.
If you can set a better time than all of us, chuck it up on the Discord.
No, I almost did it.
Chuck it up on the Discord, and you will find yourself on the scoreboard next time we play.
Unless we're all really good at it, in
There
which
you go.
case you won't.
Do you play Sonic?
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. So, okay, you'd be used to this style of play at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
So currently, what are the badges that are equipped?
The current badge is just the hat float one, which is the right trigger, which...
So for chat, they would have to only have that one equipped to
Correct.
qualify.
There you go.
Surely.
They can
Okay,
do whatever
that's
they
a
want.
trigger.
Are you sure there's cheat? There's not cheat. Oh yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Oh yeah.
Jump, jump.
But there'd be
Float.
cheap
No,
ones,
float
right?
for
Like,
no
there'd be
one.
ones that speed you up and stuff.
I looked it up. There's only one that, as I said, just makes you run permanently. I don't know if it makes you run any faster, potentially.
Well, you got stuck there.
So maybe. This is a good run, though.
No, it's...
I'm sorry.
Fuck you, Gus.
Jumping down. It's good.
Oh, he's getting a bit faster.
Whoa.
What's that
I think
bullshit?
you beat him regardless. That's kind of the thing.
Right. That
Nice.
was
Oh,
marginally
60.
better.
Not bad, not bad.
I just got to not knock anything.
Budger's in the chat. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Budger.
Bagel boy.
Hey, Budger.
Oh, Boggo.
Okay, Budger.
Xbox.
Xbox on.
Xbox Connect.
Xbox. Save clip now.
Play Natal. Show me Milo.
Last run from Will.
Yep.
Good luck. Do you want to see if you can get that gate break?
Yeah,
early
I
on?
would like to. I would like to do that.
Why is that your go-to Barjo line?
It's only recently we remembered because we were trying to talk to something. I can't remember what it was.
I was talking to my phone and I
Yes,
did a
Gus
Barjo
was talking to his
voice.
phone, and I was like, "You sound like when Barja used to talk to his Xbox in the Good Game office."
And you'd be like,
It was just relentless.
hey, Xbox, save that. Xbox, save clip.
Save a clip.
Save that clip. Okay, Google. Okay, Google.
This is my last run, everybody.
You're doing great, mate.
Yeah,
Watch
it's
out for
smooth.
oh, you've definitely got a little more. He's actually fucking nailing it, by the way. Not one bit of speed has been
I
bled.
don't remember this.
It was
You
that,
don't
it was that
remember
you used to
this?
like. You used to change your diction so much to try and speak as clearly
shit.
as possible that it just broke all language. You're like, Xbox on.
Yeah,
Xbox. It never listens to me, guys. Xbox.
Remember the drop. Remember the drop.
Remember the
He's
drop.
doing good.
This is a huge run.
Wiggler's fucked.
My Badgers and
53.
memories. My Badgers and memories are.
Oh.
Did I crack your original?
No, it's
Yes!
the original.
Oh!
Yes! Oh,
He's lower.
Bajo
Save
muttering
that.
to himself.
Only by a little.
Bajo is an icon.
No more,
Steph,
no more
it's,
chips.
Steph, you're up.
You're up.
Just not going to eat any more chips.
No more
No
chips.
more KFC till the end of the year.
Thanks, chat.
and it,
what-
and
he
it
does that
endures.
today.
And it endures.
He does that today.
Not going to eat any more pizza. Just, guys, not
But
going
he's
to eat
found
any
a
more
way to
pizza.
monetize it, which is brilliant.
That and sorry about my coffee breath. Sorry about my coffee breath.
I didn't get that.
Sorry for what?
He just straight
Sorry
up
for the
kissed me
break?
with coffee breath.
Oh, wow.
Tongue down the throat and everything.
And he never had coffee breath. He was just always paranoid about coffee breath.
He's a sweet man. He's
Just
considerate.
Considerate.
Steph, race the Wiggler.
Okay,
Just
so
press A.
A is on the right.
I know. It's
You
gonna,
shouldn't need
it's gonna
A.
mess with me.
It's
But
really
you're
B
gonna-
and Y.
You're going to be holding Y,
The whole time to
and then
sprint.
to jump, you're going to do that.
B.
Trust me.
Yeah.
It's B to jump.
I know my Mario.
Will knows his Mario. He sets a good time.
Grab
in
the
it.
mushroom. Grab the mushroom. Off
Doesn't
the
need it. Doesn't need it.
It's just, it's
Right.
a
Oh,
What a
right.
distraction.
just learn the
Jump!
I got-
You're gonna need that mushroom.
This is
Why do I hold Y?
to
To
sprint.
run.
to sprint.
You're holding
But
down.
I have
at the
to.
moment.
But I have to jump as well.
Yeah.
For those who haven't seen
With
a
the
challenging
same
time,
thumb.
Steph is my favorite part of this segment because she's so good at games, but not the first time you hand her the controller under pressure. It's so fun.
That's not number one.
That doesn't
You
count.
get another one. You get another one.
Yeah, this is test run.
I just think of that COD run every time. It makes me so happy.
It just seems like poor game design.
Now you get another one coming up. Remember? Jump.
It's very stressful.
Yeah.
You get out here, Bajo. Love you. Bye.
I don't understand why you have to. Can I rename the buttons? Is that part of it?
Give me a
Grab the
big.
mushroom.
Grab the mushroom.
Grab the mushroom.
You said
Give
I
me a
didn't need
Now
it.
you do.
You do
Okay,
need
jump
to
in this
do
guy.
it.
Jump. Yes,
Nice.
there it is.
All right, we're away.
Only supportive.
But to be fair, we're on the smaller screen.
You've got this. Yes.
Oh yeah, she's on that screen.
She's
I
on the
forgot.
smaller
Yeah,
screen and,
true.
and rocking the glasses. So
They are massive mushrooms.
they,
Another one.
No.
That's a massive mushroom.
If you're running, hold A while you're running. You'll get it.
what is hold A? What?
What's that?
You can get the mushroom that's there by holding A.
With the same thumb.
Is it A? What? There's a button
What
for this.
What the fuck? How do you play this game?
Hard.
Come on.
Hey, what's the next one
The
across?
reason why you have a controller with lots
Steph,
of
take the
buttons
badge
on
to
it
your right.
What's that?
is that
Jump
you-
higher.
Floaty high jump,
that's
take
good.
that.
That's
you
good.
press the different buttons at different times with your various appendages. Why do you have to
Press
go like
A.
that?
Take this.
Yeah.
And away you go. This gives you a huge jump. I don't know if that's going to help or hinder. Grab the mushroom.
Grab the mushroom.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Well, it's too
yeah.
big.
That's way huge. Yeah.
It's a bit floaty though,
That's too
so
big. It was too big.
potential.
Alright,
Let's find out.
let's see.
Give it a test. Jump.
No, that's
Oh,
good.
that's huge.
That's good.
That's good. Can
That's
give you the
actually
airtime you
cool.
need. Too much airtime. Yep.
Yeah, nice. Okay,
Okay.
it's working well. Huge.
This is stressing me.
Huge.
I didn't experiment with
Huge.
any other badges, so
Huge.
potentially there's people playing at home if they want to set a good time. There's probably a badge out there that's like run at the twice the speed.
No.
So now
Same
it's
one
just
as
hold.
last time.
Yeah.
No, it's used
Jump
the
again,
A.
jump again.
No,
I
I'm
see
stressed,
what
I'm
you
stressed.
mean.
Just take it. Yeah. I mean,
I don't play.
Take it.
I
This
don't.
is it's a challenge.
Specifically,
You
jump
gotta
again.
go up. Jump again.
Can't get through
You gotta
there.
go over the top.
Oh my gosh! I should have just followed the fucking caterpillar.
Jump
Jump
again.
again. Jump again. You can jump off the wall.
It's a yeah. So
You can slide when you can jump when
Classic
you're sliding.
lines like, I should have followed the fucking caterpillar.
I just don't play any game fast.
yeah.
He's
Oh, you
waiting
gotta
for you.
stop!
Oh,
Get the stop! Go back, go back, go back!
No.
Don't!
I'm on a roll though.
Okay.
Yeah. This is actually a decent
Jump,
time
jump,
in the end.
Oh!
This is
Get us up! Get us up!
no.
Jump! Drop down, drop down!
This is
Oh,
no. This
jump!
This is a fine time.
This is
This
a
is a
fine
fine
time.
time.
I feel like the star won't feel like a true win.
No. Yeah.
Nice.
That was still good.
That was
Okay.
good. That's your second
another
run.
one?
Yeah.
Nah.
on your face of just nah.
Oh, we're done here. We're done here.
She gives up so easily. That's me.
How do I choose the badge? How do I choose the badge?
Very well done, Seth.
And I use and it's that button, the bumper button, the shoulder button.
To do a little to
Shoulder
float.
button?
Yeah, I think so. You got a test run to try that.
Yeah.
I thought no, it was
grab that
trigger. I
mushroom.
thought was float.
One of them stomps, and one of them
Yeah,
floats.
you
which
only
is
want to
very
slide
annoying.
onto your bum if you're running on the ground already on a slope. If you're in the air, you'll do a little ground
Ah,
pound.
right.
That's the problem.
That is
Yeah,
the
but I
problem.
never had to review games like at speed.
Oh god, yeah.
Mm.
There it is. There's the hat.
Oh no.
It's alright, you're learning.
You're learning, Peter.
Oh, I can't do that in the future.
Jesus.
Okay,
we should also
flowers.
point out the flowers that all have human voices, which is kind of a thing I forgot to point
Yeah.
out in the mini
are they-
review. They were in the trailer, and I would have thought they're really annoying, but they say really weird reactionary stuff. Not bad.
That's good.
Good use of
Good butt.
but. One of them's like, that wasn't so bad, and then the ground opens up, and he's like, I had no idea that was going to happen. And they're like,
That's
and they
sweet.
feel tortured by the level design.
Yeah, cool. They're like a better version of the Loomy thing in the Mario movie.
Oh god, yeah. Someone's kid who got a voice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good first
You had a
run.
few butt
I see
stomps in there. I reckon you shave those butt stomps out and you got yourself a good time.
Yeah, I did a couple of butt stomps when I tried to just slide.
Mm.
But that wasn't 4 seconds.
No.
I screwed up a couple of moments.
Yeah.
Is this your third or second?
This is second.
Second
I
run.
feel like
doing
also Gus jumped on things a lot to give himself more momentum.
Yeah, I don't know if that was speeding me up at all.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I don't know about
I avoided everything.
Well, it gets you higher, which I think often gives
That's
you.
licking them. I want to see
I
nail
get
the
it.
gate.
Yeah.
Ready?
Oh, is that,
It's hard, man.
is that a thing though? Is that actually a thing?
Yeah,
I'm
it would be.
assuming get
Yeah.
just
You get a boost like a Mario Kart.
Well, you would have a run up as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh no!
no! That was a waste of time.
Oh,
I should
yeah.
have just taken a hit
Yeah.
there. I reckon it cost me more time than it saved me.
Well, yeah. I think when you get hit, it just freezes time,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So
then
it is better to just tank it.
There are other Wiggler races. The next one's a water race, so
Oh, that was a half jump.
so I was
stuffed this
definitely
one.
not keen on us trying that one.
No, we don't do water here.
We don't do water here. I don't know what this guy's deal is.
Yeah. He
Just, like,
stops and then turns around,
Yeah.
but by that point you've already moved on. But
And
I
now
guess if
he's-
you were going slower,
now he's dead.
He would like clock you on the way back.
Ooh, no one's
Maybe?
gone that top bit. If you get a clean run and
Feels
grab
like
that little
it's-
top rail,
Oh, that-
You didn't need that.
Slam
that's
again.
not crucial.
This is a good run though. Without some fumbles, this will be a decent time.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that faster or slower?
That
That
was
was slower than last
slower.
time, yeah.
No, going under that last
Oh.
rail. Potential shaves off crucial seconds.
There was a bit of speed.
Yeah, potentially faster.
All right, last run from
All right.
Pete. So far, Will's setting the best time of 59.8.
55.84.
50, what? Oh,
55.84.
55.84. I got 55.95.
Yeah.
Or 58.36?
That was your time currently.
No, we don't
Oh,
get
so
that.
Will's already beat your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will's gonna get the cut.
Will, who
Is
has
it what we
never,
all said
Will,
yes, Will,
who
yes?
has never played a Mario game
I know.
in
That's-
his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pete's got to go the gate. This is it. Pressure's on. We're all
Liam just
watching.
got 55-29. Fuck you, Will.
That is the most.
us.
That is the most Avexia line humanly possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon getting on the rail as early as possible. Oh! Yes, okay. That didn't lose any
No,
time.
it just pauses you. And
But
you
he's-
have a spare mushroom, right?
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
know.
gonna- that's
You
no-
can't do it
that'll
on the
use
run.
Yeah.
If you die, you get another run. I feel like
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh,
die. Fuck.
no.
I'm wasting so much time doing that shit.
he
Yeah.
hesitated. You think out there, you're dead. That's the Mario mantra.
You think out there you're dead.
You threw that one. That's better. Okay.
He's gonna try the butt.
What's that blue shit he just picked up?
We don't know.
Now, you did that little extra rail here. How'd you do it? You went,
You just jump up.
oh no, yeah, you got that. Okay. There's one higher up. Oh!
That doesn't count.
Oh, okay, go again.
Death doesn't count.
The sadness in your face. You die again, you're out. But
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
he wants that gate run.
This is not gonna feel. This is not gonna feel. This is fun though. This game is fun. I'm buying
It's
it
ugly
soon.
though.
That was a better gate run. That was a better gate.
That was good.
This is the run.
This is it.
I let that mushroom.
You know, I'm not a competitive person. I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, Do it. Yay. Beat Liam.
Did Liam use the hat or did Liam cheat?
I don't know. Yeah.
Did Liam cheat?
Liam would have cheated for sure.
He's. It's the fall down from off screen that's stressful.
Yep. Good, it didn't. Yeah, he went for the last minute butt slide, didn't do the slam. Chase that little weasel, Peter. You chase that weasel.
Yeah, that's right. You've got to talk over this run because
we go.
over my run, you were talking about an Xbox turning on for like 90% of it.
Okay, Peter.
And it may help.
Okay.
Xbox run.
Xbox run. Xbox off.
Are you going to go under the rail or over?
Oh, no.
Neither!
Oh!
He's done it! He's done it!
Well done, Peter.
Well
done. That was awesome.
Oh, unbelievable.
That was very good.
I can't believe I missed that.
Very close
About this
times.
segment, it always leads to a moment.
Yeah,
I always think
yeah,
it's going to be a
that's
crap
true.
game
That's
or something. And we still managed to get something out of it. It's like, how did that happen that way?
Absolute mad lad.
You know, the worst part, when we make the graphic, we'll be the bottom two. Like, it'll be us two, and then
That's
there'll be
true.
like 6
There'll be
above
a
us.
million
But
people,
we'll
yeah.
know we were good in the moment.
Yeah, in the moment.
In the
We were
moment,
very
we'll
good
know.
right now.
Liam's disqualified as well. Do we feel that that's
Yeah,
fair
that's
to say?
fair.
Liam's
I think so, yeah.
And also, there is a second challenge where you have to see if you can do it slower than me.
Yeah.
Well, potentially, A. Timothy in the chat says 55.2 is almost like the max you can get. It would be nice to throw your screenshot in. It's a Switch. You can definitely take a screenshot of your time. So if you
Don't
are
lie.
jumping on the Discord, don't lie. Put it up there. Save your record. And if you've got that time, you can go back to and see your time on the level.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's not just seen, unlike Jedi Survivor where the time flashed up for a second.
Yeah.
And we had a replay
we had barely any time
machine
to,
running
to
for
read
that
it.
segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was the Levin's
No, I
episode.
wasn't here.
And yeah, it was
Where does
really...
it say it?
So you should see it
Maybe it's when
here at the top. There we go, best time.
there you go.
So yeah, take a
You can go
screenshot of your best time, head to the Discord.
Yep.
There's a thread in there for challenging times. Drop it in there and you'll get kudos, bragging rights, and us shouting you out because we'll shout out the next time we play challenging times and the next time we play the Mario Sting.
Thank you so much for playing my
Challenging times. Challenging times.
And then the scream at the end. Have you not heard the scream?
No.
Third time because it never gets played again. Here it is.
Thank you so much for playing my
Challenging times.
A
Lovely.
Very good.
subsidiary
Very
of
good.
Challenging Times the card.
Yeah.
We should make...
Sorry. Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, guys, I think we should, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you on this one? Yeah.
Can you put the screen back on the other thing?
No,
No,
because thank you very much for playing my challenging times. Now it's time for very good gameplay.
Isn't that the same thing that we just did?
We played a game. We played a game very
Pure
good.
confusion on Steph's face there. That was so good. I thought we'd round out because
Segment 3, we're playing Mario, and segment 4, we're playing Mario?
well, it's a multiplayer game that has some like fun chaos to it, and so I thought I've got enough controllers. Why don't we all just have a quick run at this? Some crazy chaotic multiplayer.
It's
for very
full-player
good
co-op.
gameplay.
This episode is rigged.
No, but it's co-op. We all get to play
Yeah.
together and pick
Yeah.
our own characters. So
I don't know what the buttons do. I think I just picked Peach.
I'm gonna
What
pick.
color am I? I'm blue.
If you're Yoshi or Nabbit, you don't take damage from enemies.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I'm gonna be Mario.
I was over here and I was like, ah.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah.
I had already chosen
You're-
Yoshi. Yoshi's who I play in Mario Kart.
I'll be Luigi.
So I'm Mario, Pete's Luigi, Will is
I'm
Daisy,
Daisy.
and Steph is Yoshi. And the reason I wanted to do this as well, Steph, is to lick some flowers with you guys. Specifically,
Oh my god, this is the best game I've ever played. Look at this shit.
it's damn charming. I wonder if I'm the one who can take us to the level I
Look
want
at
to
this,
do.
at the bigger one.
Um,
Oh, you can emote.
You can emote. Oh, sorry. I don't know. Can we all? What if you all press right bump or a? Okay, now you can pick your badge as well.
Ah, right.
So you can have.
Wall climb jump.
Yep.
Dolphin kick.
Only good for water levels.
I see. So I will keep parachuting.
So there's a whole
Yep.
wall of them there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Who's picking this one?
Girl Poke is
Me.
saying do the music level,
High
it's
jump,
fun.
That's what I'm
parachute
going to do.
jump,
That's
wall
exactly
climb
why I
jump,
thought I'd do this.
dolphin
Thank you,
kick.
Girl Poke.
High jump.
Which is the one to the
next
right,
to it.
yeah.
Too far. So I'm going to just do it this way, I think.
Wait, I hit B.
because-
Was that wrong?
That was wrong. Yep.
Thank you.
I'm going to do it the boring way, which is just this way, because I can't find where it is.
A and B are swapped.
Oh, no, let's find out where it is. This way.
A and B are swapped on a Nintendo
Come on, let's go.
controller chat.
We're going to go
Come
here,
on.
everyone.
Oh, we're little balls.
The Switch on the wall beside you.
So the cool thing about the co-op in this, unlike Super Mario Bros. Wii U, is there's no player collision. So when we run past each other, we just pass through. So there's no interrupting everyone and making it
nice.
really difficult. However, if you fall off the screen, not now, but if you fall off the screen and die, you'll turn into a ghost. You have 5 seconds to be touched by another player
Oh,
to
yes.
come back before you lose a life. Kind of like the bubble thing.
Yeah.
However,
I've experienced that at some
I
point.
think what happens is you don't
something.
ever fall off the back of the screen. You'll be dragged along. So if people are running forward, everyone gets pulled along. If there's a pit or something, you'll get pulled into the
But
pit.
the team needs to make a concerted effort to bring the bubble person
I
back.
believe
To touch
so.
each other.
We're gonna do this level here, which is
true.
fantastic.
And I assume you touch each other in game. It's not like live action touch to bring back to life.
Yeah, you're not there just doing CPR.
Niagara takes 5 seconds. I've been waiting 35 years.
So yeah, we can pass through each other here, and I think because I've got the crown icon. What's up?
Look what Luigi can do.
Oh shit!
What?
Jump! Hop on! Hop on!
Amazing! I want in.
I can't jump if you're on my back.
5 flowers for all.
Give me that.
So I think there's still an element of chaos. This right trigger as well gives you this jump, which is kind of crazy as well.
This is so good.
But I think because I'm hop on. So what we should do first. So I think I'm dragging everyone through, or someone died. Should we all be? This is quite chaotic. Will go down that red pipe.
I sure will.
Will?
Wonder if you can get over there. So you can get over there?
Will's in the back.
Oh,
wow.
So you go and join him.
That's amazing.
What happens if we all go? Does it move to the
I think
camera
I
back there?
drag you guys. What's going on here? If I run off,
Come back
I
here.
can't see myself.
I know, yeah. 'Cause-
Oh.
but
Hop
we
on.
stay in the background.
This is like the worst way to play this. Like, we're tiny on tiny screens.
Yeah.
Oh, the shadow behind is really cool.
Do I have to wait for you all to go up the red pipe? Oh no.
Nah, our balls are getting taken up.
Big
Balls.
butt. Nice.
Happens to all of us.
So this is an earlier
They go
level.
down.
So the Wonder Flower is going to be pretty obvious. Those are purple
it?
coins that I've already grabbed.
Okay.
You need
I
this
forgot that I
strange
can
level.
eat.
Wait, the Wonder Flower's going to be obvious, he said. Where's
that-
everyone going? It could be back here.
No, it's obvious as in it's literally up here. Oh god, that's
But
careful.
it could be back here. Hang on, let me go into here.
We get to me. Does Yoshi get a flower to do this? Oh
No.
god, Yoshi's
Yoshi-
got a tongue.
Yoshi doesn't get any upgrades.
I just eat shit.
Yoshi's already OP.
Just
oh,
eat
you
it.
can eat shit.
Ah! It's alright. Yoshi, that's the power flower of hit it.
The
Now,
Wonder
can we get a bit of
Flower.
volume, Josh? Shh, everyone.
Oh, amazing.
Right.
I don't want to kill him.
I do.
It's so cute.
Stop that noise.
Holy shit, this is game of the year, isn't it?
Kill it, kill it, kill it!
Oh my god, it's so big! Ah! Everyone touch Will!
Everyone touch Will, bring him back! Bring him back!
I'm so alive! I didn't know what happened!
And then... Done.
I can't see anything.
That is, I mean, yeah, playing 4-player is always just going to be hectic like this.
Yes, Stephanie, you have something to say?
Can everyone crouch walk at the same time? Can
Oh dear.
Oh, the hat is so cute.
Oh, this is so much nicer.
Yeah, if we all go at this pace, we can all keep control of what's happening.
I can see
I
me.
can't get up there.
What if you jump on Yoshi and you crouch now?
You die.
You're off the chain. This is great. I can just sit on Yoshi and fire. Oh, this is terrible. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh no, Daisy didn't come with us.
No, I'm just chilling over here.
That's kind of rough.
Yeah.
Brutal.
She's in another castle.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of the early Wonder Flowers that just goes like, let's make it really charming and
That's
cheerful, and just all these little
so
song levels.
good.
It's so cute.
Show me one more level.
Yeah, we'll do one more, and we'll
This
do
is-
one that's a
this is
little more.
This is very cute.
Yeah.
I think it's just enough. Like if you're playing this like with one younger game or something, I think it's enough that you could both have enough control. 4 player is always going to be nuts.
I'm gonna get this for my nieces for Christmas.
It is very cute.
It's
in
just
that
like
way.
I got them an Xbox because I was like, you know, I want
Xbox for niece. Xbox for niece and nephew.
Natal.
Hey.
I
Okay,
want them
nephew.
to be able to experience like bigger RPGs and stuff like
I
that.
got them a Natal.
But they want to be, able to
that me? Maybe
play
that's
stuff
me.
together, and there's so
That's not
few
me.
Yeah.
games. Like they played through all of It Takes Two, and they had the best time. But they've been playing other RPGs and stuff like one at a time and just like not vibing. So this is
Yeah,
like awesome.
right.
Yeah, nice.
Let me find.
love this.
Yeah, like Luigi's Mansion is probably their favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Let me find something fun and cute, but a little chaotic. Parachute cap. We've done that.
It's my Tinder bio.
Ooh, 4 stars.
A little bit cute, a little bit chaotic.
Nice.
Oh, I love that.
We're gonna do a 4-star difficulty level, so this could get pretty hectic. I'd be impressed if we just get to the end of it.
How does the difficulty increase? Enemies?
Just overall devilish design. Miyamoto's just cackling away.
See. Oh my goodness.
So I think we have
I'm
to jump on
scared.
those.
Well, that's gonna be tricky.
Oh shit! This went bad from the start.
We're all
I'm
Don't
Bees
kill him.
jump,
We need
bees
to
Somebody
jump.
touch me! Somebody touch me!
Death touch him. Can you, Pete? You can fly.
I'm gonna die getting
You're a
to you.
ghost.
I touched you,
Thank you.
but you didn't come back to
Anyone look at
life.
the Wonder
There
Flower?
he is.
Maybe I died before I got
What this?
Run. Jump on top.
Help! I'm dead
So you
again.
ride him. Ride
Sorry.
him. Ride the balls.
The command there
Ah.
was not run, it was jump.
Sorry.
Speed up is down.
That mushroom's gone.
Oh. Just watch your character. Stare at your character. It's the only way you can do this.
Oh yeah.
I'm a little guy.
Ah, I'm down.
It's just consistent.
Sorry.
Too bad.
Let's go one more time.
My little feet got this in the air.
Dark Souls had that.
Am I clear? I
God.
wasn't able to beat this level on my play. Okay, everyone just run and jump to the other side.
We're all small now.
Oh,
This
shit.
is literally.
I'm
Stop dying.
Immediately dead.
Yeah.
You know what we can do before we touch the Wonder Flower? Everyone hold A while you stand still to get your power up. Hop it, grab it. Perfect. Okay.
I think I was-
Jump on the balls when they come
Oh, no,
through,
good.
and then watch your character and just focus.
Yes, Dad.
Yes, Dad. Stop enjoying. Oh, bye, Yoshi.
Oh, I'm dead.
Stop enjoying the game. Just focus on your character.
Ball. Oh no, I pushed the controller off the thing.
Wait, do I actually have to do anything?
Potentially, I think Daisy's worked it
Literally, just don't touch the controller.
out. Hang on. Jump up. We're gonna ride.
I forgot the fact that you have to hold another
Can you guys
button.
ghost it up?
No.
Yeah,
Quick.
we're coming, baby. What?
Speed up. What button is that it's us telling me to press?
I don't know. It
Oh
looks like,
shit!
Oh, it says like down on the D-pad. Why is it A?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, we're back alive.
You
It
did
lives. Sorry, the still coming. I am playing with the pro controller. Where is everyone?
We're all
I'm
here.
like actually. Oh no, there.
There you are. Is there something back here? I feel
Someone
like
stop taking my.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
I think I killed you both with that shell.
We're so close.
there's
my
one
God, this
shell's
is such
gonna
a
kill
hot-
us. Quick, flagpole!
What is that spinning jump I'm doing? It sends me off in wild
Right
directions.
trigger. You do like a helicopter kind of jump.
Yeah.
Oh, and the bumper is the float?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well done, Gus. I think you were the only one to actually finish that level.
Pro controller, baby.
Best
Oh
controller.
yeah, you also get a little snapshot of like a moment of
that's sweet.
chaos from.
Oh, that's
the
a
unit.
nice thing.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah,
I think
I guess
so.
so.
Do you want to do one early level?
Can can we do one that's not quite so hard?
All right, come here. Hang on. That one there. We can do the first level.
No. Like something in the middle. Yeah.
The third level.
the middle
Chaos
of the game.
bouncy hippos.
Chaos Bounty Hippo sounds great.
Perfect.
Hoppos.
Hip
hop.
hippopotamus.
Here comes the hoppos.
Do an elephant level. Oh yeah, hopefully. Oh yeah. Maybe this one has elephants.
Oh.
Elephants.
Oh, so bouncy.
There's an elephant power up over here. If anyone wants that.
I'm good.
Luigi's an elephant.
Oh, don't hop on when you're an
Do
elephant.
hop on. Watch Yoshi.
Oh, I can't eat the hippo.
Hang on. Elephant on.
Oh my god, the weight of you. That's so funny.
So I think if you jump on a hippo, then it lands in a hole, and then. Good. Super excellent, wonderful,
There's
incredible.
so many words.
Yoshi, you're so strong.
Elephants for all! Elephants! Daisy, hang on. Oh, you lost your elephant.
That's
hang
okay.
On.
Look at my face!
Pete,
Oh
if
yeah,
you
yeah,
jump off,
I'll go on. Hang on.
Sweating.
I can
and then
pop it,
you
right?
grab that, Daisy.
And then
jump.
Daisy grabs it. Nope.
Oh, Yoshi.
Oh, that was me, sorry.
Sorry,
Hang on, there's one more.
I go on.
There we go.
Yay.
Daisy looks so good.
Okay.
Can I be an elephant?
No, 'cause you're
but
Yoshi,
if,
remember?
Yeah,
but
that's
can
right,
everyone
yeah.
elephant crawl?
Oh, how to get water? Hang on.
If you run through a
You
bit
just
of
have
water.
to run through it. Can we
Yeah.
get back to get the water? Just in case we need it for something? Okay, our noses get all big.
It's a trunk, Peter. Jesus.
It's a nose.
Okay, plowing on. Here we go. That poor hippopotamus.
Where am I?
Hippopotamus.
I don't know what it
Did I
was.
fly into the ether?
I'm the hippopotamus. My lyrics are
There.
bottomless.
Oh my god.
Get wet.
Oh, it's 'cause I'm jumping off the wall. No.
Oh! Holy shit! Get in there!
Coins! Spinny elephants. Oh no, I'm on Yoshi again. That's so cute, the little... there's a wonder flower somewhere around here, I'm
It's
sure.
to the left.
Was it?
There's something to the left. I just get pulled along. I'm like the only 2D gamer here. What is going on?
No, we just
Always
came from
go
this
left.
way.
Did we?
Yeah.
But there was a screen.
Everyone got elephants? Yep. Someone riding Yoshi?
How do you sprint? Because when I hit Y, I do the eating. Can I not sprint?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not hitting Y. You're hitting B.
Oh, Y is...
Oh, sorry, no. My controller's on the side. It is Y, yeah. You gotta hold it.
Oh, so I eat and then sprint.
Jesus. Where's the wonder flower?
I died?
No! I'm fine.
Oh, because I got left behind.
Hang on. 3.
That ain't no
Someone bounce
Hana.
it. Someone bounce it. 2. Keep you uppy. Hey. There's definitely...
Yoshi!
Oh, Yoshi's the cutest character.
Okay, hang on. Can you throw that up, Pete? Come over here. Throw it up into the question. Oh no.
I landed on
I'll get it.
Yoshi while I was trying to
I
go.
got it. Where the fuck is the flower? Oh, hang on. Is it? Nope. Fuck off, Yoshi. Every time.
Oh my god.
I got pounded.
Alright.
There it is.
What is?
I don't know.
Oh!
Whoa!
Shit.
Oh my god!
What is happening?
That's a horrible
It's like
situation
a
to be
Temple
in.
of Doom situation.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's right.
Help. Why
does it make
Oh,
someone...
you've got the
What are we
crown.
trying to do?
Why does it make me the crown?
Oh, man. Come on.
You've got the crown.
What are we going to do?
Steph got it. It was on top of the big one.
Oh, nice. Well done.
How did you get the crown, Pete? I think I die, and it's passed on.
Everyone, we're going left.
Oh fuck!
Why are we going
This is my game now.
Why are we going left?
Stop
We're
it!
going left.
Stop it!
No, you made me a ghost!
Dead elephant. Dead elephant.
No, come on.
We were so close to the end.
Why are we doing this?
Kill him! Kill him!
I can't get over this thing.
Oh my
Why
god!
are we going all the way
Kill
back?
him! Kill him! Push him down!
Stop it.
But everyone's gonna die because of you, Peter.
Oh, I just got crammed. Fucking.
This is so cruel. You've
You made-
Luigi's flag.
I can't go that
We
far.
all just keep dying. What's this shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I rage quit.
Well, tune in to Gus playing Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
I'm gonna.
By himself.
That was very good gameplay. That was very fun.
You
gameplay.
killed them all. Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Just before I was referring to Peter as Joy Killer.
It's true. I ate a banana.
And he lived up to his name.
Banana.
Oh dear. That was fun. I like having
was
games at the end of the show. It's a nice way to just
Yeah,
kind
it
of
is nice.
like
It is
let
nice.
out the screams.
And it's rare to get like fun party games like that are so well made and a joy.
They are indeed. Tell you what else is a joy. All the patrons who help support this show, because it's the end of the show, which means we're gonna read the credits. Thank you everyone for sticking around until the end of this show. And this week, it says here credits read by Steph. So in your best synthesized Mario voice, could you please give the credits a bit of a go?
Yeah, sure.
Please, take it away.
A back pocket, thanks to all of our patrons. The mods get Syntax Error, Slistalia, Sithcat, Phoenix Lion, Disturbed 778, Jax, a Caboose. What the shark?
Think more of the challenging times. It's more like that little
Wario,
rip, the little, like the ripple in the Wario.
It's very Aurora of the moment.
Snail XT.
There it is.
Lord Shadimar, Gaspia's Wranglers, Dumplays, Apiarist, Bakers, Honey Bun, Bot, Lubricatorist, Technologic, Foot Severers, Moth Captain,
Now she's selling stuff in a Scandinavian market.
Wardrobe Department, Oranishi, Remover of Foot from Cass's Mouth is Babbling Boffin, Milliner for Williner is Mac and Dagda,
Yoshi
Gaming
voice.
Chair Supplier is Buri Buri, what?
Yoshi voice.
Yeah, nice.
Now the jump. Elephant voice.
I don't know what it sounds like.
Ruby voice.
Hey, alright. Jazz hand coordinator. Jazz host. Designer of worlds. Hey, Timothy. Community. Yeah. Community Hot Boy Nigrotex. And he's Hot Boy Coastal City. River Sassless. Houseboy and Music for Hire.
Oh, he's slaying.
Disney. Slay. Slay. Oh, that rocks. Designer Soul Supervisor Phil Tippett.
Jesus, that rocks a lot.
Supervisor, that rocks.
Amazing.
She's not here, but she's here.
She's
here
here
in
in
spirit.
spirit
here.
and voices.
My God.
Thank you very much to everyone in the credits there, and thank you guys for watching the show, and thank you for supporting the show. If you do, if you'd like to head over to our Patreon, you can support us there. We've got a series of tiers, each with a number of rewards, including the Back Pocket podcast, Pocket Buds with bonus content there as well. You'll also get access to our Discord and to our post show, which is coming up next. The post show is, of course, brought to us by Oz Nominated. One more time, Will.
Welcome back.
He just smiles through it.
Great hosting, Gus. You're so good at segues and like guiding one segment into another, as opposed to the approach that I like to take, which is blank stare and then slowly, vaguely fumbling your way into the next moment while looking at literally anyone else for some clue of what's happening.
So in on the desperate eyes.
Yeah, it's when everyone goes to you.
And then just she goes, but thank you to Oz Nominated for sponsoring the post show. That's where we go behind the paywall and we talk about all things that we didn't talk about on this show. That's the best descriptor I've got for it. And as usual, when we have a sponsored segment by Oz Nominated, we like to find some Oz rhyming slang, some Aussie rhyming slang. I'll throw it at you guys and you tell me what you think it is. Rhyming slang, of course, famously rhymes with the word that you're trying to say, but you just
We
don't
had a
want to say
weird
that
one
word.
last week because it was rhyming slang for Sheila.
Yeah.
Which is already a colloquialism.
Slang.
That's
Yeah.
just regular
it's like
slang.
layers of
Yeah.
slang.
Yeah.
So much slang.
But it
Layers
doesn't
of
rhyme,
slang.
whereas this one does. So, guys, this one for Oz Nominated segment, bit of Aussie rhyming slang. Jimmy Brits. Jimmy Brits. I won't start with any context.
Jimmy Brits.
Jimmy Brits.
Jimmy Brits is, I think this is another one. This is the same thing. This is another colloquialism. It's on the fritz. It needs mending.
Incorrect,
It's on the
Peter.
Jimmy Brits.
It's a good guess.
That's a
That's a
good
great
one.
guess.
That's good.
It's
I'm gonna
something's
use
on the
that.
Jimmy Brits. Something, I mean, you're in the right ballpark in the sense that, like, something's not working and you're frustrated.
Jimmy Brits.
Jimmy Brits, Steph.
Okay.
Jimmy Brits.
Jimmy Brits. It's when.
Oh, fuck. Jimmy Brits.
It's when you're. What?
Jimmy Brits.
He's using it in the
demonstrating.
sentence.
God, you're giving me Jimmy Brits.
He's demonstrating the meaning.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm doing it too well with my acting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm
yeah.
scaring.
That was frightening.
Fuck off, Will. You're giving me Jimmy Brits as well.
Yeah, he's got
The
nits.
shits.
See, he's
The
got-
shits.
She's got it. It's the
Shits.
shits. Jimmy Brits is giving you the shits.
Nice.
There it is. Use it in a sentence at your family gathering. See if anyone notices.
Jimmy Brits.
Jimmy
That's
Brits.
just weird because it's like, that's not even a, what is that a word?
You
for?
might be using it to try and cover the rude word as well. Like you could be in church being like,
Yeah, but like, you know how it's like, let's hit the frog and toad.
When
Like,
have you
those are a
ever
collection
stepped
of
foot in
those
the
are a
church?
collection of words.
Oh,
Are
it
you
gave-
talking about Brits as in like British people?
no, it just rhymes.
But,
Brits
but
rhymes
you
with
can't just
shits.
say any sound.
Yes, you can. That's what
Yeah.
rhyming slang is.
No, it's not. The rhyming slang is like you saying
No,
different set of
you're
words.
so wrong. The thing that you're rhyming never has to reference the thing you're referencing. It just rhymes. That's it.
No, it's not. It doesn't have to reference
But
a
it needs
thing,
to
but
be
it has to be a
words.
word. It has to be other words.
Like hit the frog and toad means
Hit the frog and toad, yeah, means hit the road. But
Oh,
they're
okay. You're
different
saying it's made up
The
of words.
Brits-
Okay,
the
right.
Brits
What is
isn't
the
a
Brits
word
part?
unless
It's a
it's
name,
capitalized
and a name
B.
could be anything.
Is that British people?
No, it's just his name is Jimmy Brits.
Jimmy Britt was a boxer.
Fluoro Yellow with the win.
Fluoro Yellow, what a
I knew
hero.
there had to be something.
Yes,
it couldn't
goddamn.
just be some
Famously
random
shat his
sound.
dax on the third round.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
yeah, there it
Yeah.
is. Well, there we go. We all learned something today. Thank you again, everyone, for watching and supporting us. Please make sure, if you can, share the show with your friends, families, enemies, anyone giving you the Jimmy Brits by sharing us on socials. Go check us out with backpocket.gg on everything. Heap of fun socials out there on TikTok and everything else as well, but we're working really hard on those. They're heaps of fun. They're informative, they're funny, and they're just downright good time wasters as you fall asleep doom scrolling through your phone. There's also, as we said, our Discord, our socials, great community there. Fortnite Fridays as well. You can check that out. Hump Day Wednesday, Halo?
Halo Hump Day.
Halo
I
Hump
wasn't there
Day.
last night. I did play Halo, and I saw like 12 people playing Halo, and I was like,
Not tonight.
I was tired.
Season
I played so much.
5?
We're up to season 5.
Okay.
She lives.
More people playing consecutively than there has been in a long time. So
There's always a little bump at the start of a season, but there's a lot of positive sentiment around this
Okay.
season.
That's good.
Yeah.
very nice.
That's cool. Why?
They've changed up. From a social perspective, there's just way more stuff that works now than there was at launch. So anytime people come back, there's actually more to do and more to play with. And from a rank perspective, they just changed the starting weapon from a battle rifle to the bandit, which is just a big meta change, which is refreshing. I wouldn't say either is better. I like both, but anytime you change up the meta of a game that's going to be running for seasons and seasons, it's nice for a refresh.
You showed me a clip the other day of him getting a bunch of kills in
pretty
a
fucking
row,
sick.
and it was pretty impressive.
How much interest did you feign?
Well, no, it was
that's
impressive.
really good, honey.
It was impressive, but it was just
Hey.
like it's just.
Were you
cute.
brushing your teeth?
It's just
and
cute
it's
that
like
you're
he
still
just
showing
leans
me,
in with
like,
his phone. Look at this. Look what I did. Look what I did. Pew pew. Oh, you're so cool, Pete.
I feel cool. Halo makes me feel cool.
That's what's important.
Yeah.
That is it. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. We're running out of shows for the end of the year. We've got a couple of fun things planned as we round out to the end of 2023. But for those of you behind the paywall, we'll see you soon in the post show. Anyone else want to yell something out before we back it out?